This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Aunt and Uncle Studios of Arizona, UFC 263 recap. Nate Diaz all over the fucking news, and new Moreno, Israel Adesanya, and still we have a lot to get to with the MMA-Holes. Yeah! Welcome, friends. How you doing tonight? We are your MMA holes over here. Looking to live chat. They're all tickling that thing right now. UFC 263 is what we're going to be discussing tonight on the show. Hopefully we'll open up some phone lines. A lot of things to get to as we're hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
That's right. There it is. That is the event that we reacted to. Adesanya versus Vettori. It was wild. It was bonkers. We had Figueiredo losing his belt. Whew. Brandon Moreno is the first ever Mexican champion. I mean, how about that? That is completely wonderful, wonderful. And a lot of stuff to get to. Nate Diaz, who takes an L in his fight. Well, that's what everyone's talking about right now. Everyone's loving what Nate Diaz did. They're saying that he stole the show, stole the night. And, yeah, Nate Diaz pointing at Leon Edwards saying, hey, man, I still won. Pretty much lost every single round until the very last round. Nate Diaz clips Leon Edwards with a shot after a Stockton slap it up right to the mush. Edwards is like, what the hell just happened right there? And yeah, man, Nate Diaz was this close to getting that win. This close to getting the upset. It was crazy. It was crazy. Now, Leon won, and I think a lot of people realize this. A lot of people, when they made that fight, they understood why the odds were so lopsided. But our community, not so much. They really felt Nate was going to win that fight, and maybe that's why the odds were the way they were. I don't know. But listen, I was rooting for Nate. I like Nate a lot. I really do. Anytime that dude fights, I'm on board. But to get that close to a victory, my goodness, that was crazy. That really was. Like, I was besides myself. I mean, with 4-ounce gloves, you never know. But how Leon Edwards just kind of slipped for a second there and was wobbly. It's really tough to comprehend. You know, Leon was cruising throughout that fight. Now, the one thing I do want to bring up here is after Nate cracks him, he does the point, you know, he flips the bird, and he chooses that route other than victory. Like, that's the path he wants to go, Nate Diaz. He decides to say, hey, I'm just going to flip you off and point at you and kind of laugh at you. Like, nanny poo-poo. And I was shocked. Because honestly, if Nate followed up, he would have won that thing. And a lot of people that bet the upset would have been going crazy. Now, good, thankfully, our friend Clocks drops 10 grand on Leon Edwards, and it worked out great for him. So that is the good news. So the people that bet on the favorite over there and bet big, well, they must have been sweating in that last round. So hopefully when we open up the phone lines, I hope he calls in, because, I mean, I would have been sweating. if I bet on Leon Edwards. But it was crazy, man. That fight was a lot of fun to watch, even though it was lopsided. As the fight progressed and more blood just splattered all over the face of Nate Diaz, you can tell that this dude just never went away. It's so much fun to watch a Nate Diaz fight, and he says he wants to jump right back in there really quick. Nate's one of those guys where even when he loses, it feels like a win. It's really crazy. We've seen the same thing with Conor. Conor could lose a fight, get knocked out, and then jump into the press conference with his suit on and just handle everything fine. And you feel like the next day, you feel like he didn't lose. And right now, I feel like Nate didn't lose. I guess that's why that trilogy has to happen between the boys, Nate and Conor, eventually. Not right yet, because Conor has a big situation with Dustin Poirier in his third encounter with him. But man, oh man, what a crazy scrap. The crowd looked like it was going completely wild in Arizona. And the three fights that card ended up with Moreno getting the upset, and a lot of people didn't think it was an upset. A lot of people picked Moreno. We'll get to that. And Israel Adesanya just schooling Vettori. So 2 out of my 3 top picks I got right. But yeah, I got a lot of slack for the Moreno thing. And listen, Figueiredo, I have a theory. Now, I want to try to say this theory without downplaying Moreno's victory, because honestly, Moreno looked great. And what a story. A guy, Ultimate Fighter, didn't really work out well for him. Then he's in the UFC, gets cut. I mean, the guy looked like nothing was going for him. Like, I remember when he was in the UFC in the beginning, like there was a lot of, coming out of the Ultimate Fighter, people were like, this guy's pretty good. And then it didn't look that great. The UFC's like, yeah, we had enough of this kid. And then he comes back and wins the belt. It's wild to watch, the ups and downs of Moreno. And then on top of it, he winds up being one of the nicest guys out there. He's the first ever Mexican-born champion. I mean, Mexico, you got a good guy. You really do, a fun guy to root for. So let's see how long Moreno sits there. Now, when we talk about Figueiredo, I guess it goes back to the press conference. When Moreno got shoved by Figueiredo, Moreno laughed, and he said at the post-fight, he said that I won there. I really do believe in winning a fight before they even step in the cage. I really, truly believe that. Just being a Conor fan, we've seen it over and over again in certain situations. Like, mentally, you can get into an opponent's head and you've won. So this angle that I'm going to take right now puts even more credit to Moreno. He didn't really have to trash talk. He didn't really have to do much. All he had to do was win that crowd over, and he won the fight. Figueiredo is getting booed like you wouldn't believe in Arizona. I mean, I guess you can believe it because, I mean, Mexico, Arizona is heavily populated with the Mexican community. So the fact that Moreno is getting cheered so heavily, it's understandable. Also, Moreno speaks English, so you got some of the other folks over there like, well, we don't understand Figueiredo. We're going for Moreno. And then on top of it, he's a super nice guy. So an easy guy to root for, an easy guy to cheer for. Figueiredo, who had a little bit of a mishap with that push. Like, I mean, it just looked like he malfunctioned in the moment and shoved him. And then when he walked into the cage on UFC 263 to compete against Brandon Moreno, that first round, that was not Figueiredo. That was a man that looked lost. That was a man, I don't know what it was. Now, in the second round to start, it looked like he got a little more fired up. But look how that worked out. He got choked out. Man, Figueiredo, I think the crowd got to him. I think Moreno took advantage of the moment like a true champion does. And Figueiredo was just lost. He was lost out there, and he lost the actual belt. And you could see Figueiredo lifting up Moreno and celebrating for him and giving him his respect. So it was nice to see both fighters like that. I tell you what, I would be interested in a trilogy fight between the two. The first one was a banger. This one here had its moments, but it was weird more than anything. But regardless of the fact we got an outcome, the belt switches hands. In flyweight, there's really no one else I really truly give a complete fuck about. So having them run it back again and having Moreno smash him again, I'm cool with that. Or Figueiredo winning and getting his belt back. And then someone in our Instagram chat, when I went live earlier today, said, then with Figueiredo wins, would he do 4 fights? It's possible. But with flyweight kind of coming together without Henry Cejudo. Mighty Mouse is left. I don't mind it. Have those guys dance around multiple times until we get some like real studs popping up underneath them. So look, run it back. Let's go with the trilogy. I'm curious if Moreno would be interested in that. Or does Figueiredo go up and wait? Now, Figueiredo said he's going to wait around and see. Will they give him the trilogy? And if they don't, Figueiredo might go up to 135 because this 125 cut is tough for the old Figgy. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. And we're going to talk about Adesanya and Vettori as well. Before we get there, we got some donos to play.
Wonderful.
Matty C.
Could the MMA-Holes begin earlier on Mondays? An hour earlier like on Wednesdays? I have to get up early the next day, and I know the chat awaits my phone call with bated breath. Shout out Manic, Dr. C, Dr. Logic, Mr. Know-It-All.
So, and thank you, no, I was Manny, sorry. The reason why we go live later on Mondays is we've tested out after a couple of years. We went back and forth, and people are more receptive to the later start. Now, some aren't. We've gotten complaints about it as well. But our views are better when we go later. Maybe it's the West Coast. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But Wednesdays, we're going to stick at 9 o'clock. We're definitely going to do that. So I apologize if it is too late for you. In the replay, let us know in the chat, the comment section down below. Let us know your thoughts on situations. But yeah, we're going to stick like this for now. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a morning show one day. I don't fucking know. But yeah, so Ruben says why not 30 minutes early? It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You'll see right now. So right now we have like 134 watching. Thank you for watching. But we'll peak around like when we go into our phone call. Like that's when we'll start peaking with our viewers. So it's a little tricky. So yeah, Monday shows will be at this time. It's 7 o'clock for us, 7:20 here. And if things change, we'll let you know. But right now, that's how it's going to be.
Wonderful.
Chubbs.
People don't understand Nate or his thinking, and I've discovered there's a lot of haters of Nate on Twitter. At the end of the fight, if you can't fucking walk in Nate's mind, you lost. He was out on his feet, so I'm giving Nate the W.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are giving Nate the W. A lot of people are, and honestly, I do too. I kind of do too. Now, Leon Edwards is right in the mix right there, but they're probably going to throw like a Jorge Masvidal or something like that. He's not getting a title shot. So, Nate moves on and he gets paid. I got to look in the Discord. I saw the payouts for that. I'm curious. I forgot what Nate made on that fight, but he probably got paid fairly decent. I had way too much chocolate milk. Someone made mention of with the Monday show with the phone calls getting more views. We actually get less views with the phone calls. The phone calls, honestly, that's why we do save the show. Like phone calls don't really get views. I don't know why. I think for some reason, if we do streams where we just straight up read a live chat, we get more views just sitting here reading a live chat than we do having fighter interviews with like legit UFC fighters or phone calls. I don't know why. I can't really figure that out. But we've been doing this for like 5 years now. So we've been testing a lot of things out there, and it's really strange why phone calls don't really do it. But I like talking to you guys, so fuck it. The phone calls are still happening. But yeah, our interviews don't do well too either. That's why we haven't really pressed that issue. Uh-oh, we got Jesse up in this bitch? All right, and the baby. Did you put the MMA-Holes shirt on the babes? I don't know. The answer is no. But thank you, guys. I appreciate the donations. Make sure you smash the like button. That helps us out tremendously. So hit that like button. We're looking to get to 200 likes tonight on our show. We're recapping these fights over here, and we're going to dabble into some of the other fights as well. But the top three are where we're going to pay a lot of attention to. So I spoke about Moreno and Figueiredo. I gave you my thoughts on that. We'll get Jesse's thoughts as well. Let's talk about Israel Adesanya and Marvin Vettori. Now, this fight was something else. There is a lot of things I want to dabble into on this fight. Now, JBM's guy got the job done. He got it done in a way more impressively than the first time around, and that was my prediction. Now, I thought he was going to finish Vettori, so credit to Vettori for staying alive, but Izzy was way better in this fight, and honestly, it felt like Izzy was just fucking with him the whole time. Like, it just felt like Adesanya was just like so much better and in every way. It just wasn't a competitive fight in my opinion. And then at the very end, well, throughout the fight you had Izzy grabbing on the ass of Vettori. Some people didn't like that. I laughed, I'm not going to lie. But Izzy does some sort of sexual harassment in his fights. That's like his thing now. And the funniest part to me, and maybe some people didn't like this, and here's the thing, I flip-flop with Izzy because I don't necessarily hate the guy. Like, I actually like the guy, and I'll tell you some more reasons why later. But other than the fact that the guy's fantastic at middleweight and probably the best at middleweight, you right?
No, I'm trying to get situated.
All right, Jesus, she comes in like a bull in a china house, like just starts knocking things around. Hello, Jesse, welcome. Grumpy sentence. Anyway, I can lost the whole train of thought. But at the end of the fight, this is pretty amusing. Like, Vettori really put it on at the end. He really was trying his best to get something done. And I think it was like a knee to the thigh or some shit like that. And Izzy flops to the ground and he pretends he was hurt and just mocking Vettori. And Vettori walks off. He's like, ugh. I don't know, man. I thought it was so fucking funny watching that. The theatrics of Izzy just flopping around over there. Just no fucks given. Middleweight's his bitch. Middleweight division is his bitch. I do believe that Robert Whittaker rematch will be will not be like the first time around, where Izzy ran through Bobby Knuckles. I think Robert Whittaker will have a better game plan. I also feel that Robert can hold him down a little bit better than Vettori. I really do. I think Robert's crafty on the ground as well. So Whittaker is game. Let's make that fight happen. I can't wait to see that thing. But right now, it's just Izzy in the rematches. Izzy just taking fights. And how about, it's like Usman, too. It's just like all rematches here, which is kind of annoying. I would like to see some fresh faces, but there's really no one right now at middleweight where you can throw at him that really makes sense. And you got Derek Brunson bouncing back into the situation. That's another rematch, the whole deal. Jesse, your boy got it done. So
Yes.
What are you thinking about with this guy?
It feels good. I was going through Twitter earlier, and I'd seen Chubbs tweeted to me about Israel Adesanya getting the win and now being the king in the UFC and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm curious, because if Chubbs said that, who was really doubting Izzy in the beginning, then who else may have flipped their cards, right? So I went through MMA Twitter a little bit, and it seems to me like people are really coming to this idea. Now, not everyone. There's still a lot of people who are very anti-Izzy. But there are quite a few people who seem to be coming to the idea that Izzy has finally proven himself and doesn't really have much more to prove at middleweight, at least.
Well, the criticism now is going to be like, oh, he fought these guys already. It's all rematches and shit like that. These guys already beat.
Listen, you can throw whatever criticism you want. At the end of the day, he proved what he needed to prove at that division.
Well, I'm just warning you. That's what you're going to get.
I don't give a fuck. I still know that he's king. I'm thrilled.
I'm sure you are. The fight with Jan Blachowicz, a lot of people were questioning, would that get into Izzy's head? Clearly it doesn't. At middleweight, it's just his size at middleweight is a problem. And his ability to get back up, I think it's because he's so big at middleweight. His ability to get back up it's not a problem. He's comfortable. If someone gets on top of him, he can just squirm his way back to the fence and scurry his body up, and he's still dangerous. He's got great cardio. His striking, we all know that's good. But there's something that's interesting on top of it, and I was talking to my buddy V-Neck about this because he doesn't like Izzy. Like a lot of people don't like him. You know, they don't get it. I was trying to explain that, okay, Izzy is not really a bad guy. Okay, that's one thing about him. Now, maybe people don't like his antics. They maybe think he's a little immature with the humping and, squeezing some ass and horsing around.
You have to admit, it's pretty entertaining.
I laugh. I'm laughing. It's not like I'm not laughing.
It is pretty funny.
But he did something that was really cool, and it really stole the whole story of UFC 263. So you have Nate Diaz. Everyone's talking about his situation. But what's he doing with Mini Khabib here? He's hanging out with Mini Khabib as well?
I guess.
It must be an old picture. Well, who knows? But there's this whole booger beard guy thing going around. This guy here.
I held the fucking belt. I fucking got to see fights firsthand for the first fucking time. I don't even fucking know what to say, man. Fuck, man. This is... you think shit can't get any better, and then it just does somehow, man.
All right, so this is... This is Booger Beard, okay? we've met Booger Beard now. And you might be like, why are you bringing this up? What's going on here? Let me give you a little backstory. So, Israel Adesanya apparently befriended this internet. Now, one's in the chat if you know who this guy is. Okay. He befriended this guy on the internet who has like 20-something thousand followers or some shit like that. Do you know?
Yeah, he has a lot. I don't know how many. I know he has a lot, though.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of followers on Twitter. He's just like the everyday weirdo, like just, I don't know. But he's nice. He's a likable guy.
He's pretty known.
Yeah, people, I guess on Twitter he's a thing, right?
They banned him at one point, and everyone was doing the whole free Booger Beard thing.
Yeah. So, I don't get it, to be honest, but he seems like a nice guy, so I wish him the best, right? I don't like this Mac Malley guy. Everyone sucks that guy's dick. That guy's
He's
a fucking...
pretty
this guy over
known
here?
on MMA Twitter also.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't get Twitter. Like, I just don't get it. So maybe that's why I'm not understanding this. But this guy over here, apparently, look, this guy's got 53,000 followers over here. And people suck this guy's dick like you wouldn't believe. But he's just another one of those guys that's just weird. Like, MMA Twitter's got some real weirdos over there. Anyway, the Booger Beard guy, apparently he was stating that he wants to go to the UFC and he's never been to a fight and blah, blah, blah. And what does IZZY do? He sends him 2 tickets and says, come on over. Come to UFC 263. Now, that's fucking cool, man. That's pretty fucking cool that IZZY would do something like that, right? So this guy goes to the event. He's so starstruck. I mean, he's acting like he's hanging with Jesus. Now, I'm assuming you would act the same way, right? If
well, I mean, but I'm a little different, I think. But yeah, it's IZZY, of course.
Like, I'm a big fan of Conor, but I would never be like, oh my God, it's Conor McGregor.
No,
like,
I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't like right in front of him. Yeah, that's weird. But I would be excited to meet him for sure.
Would you cry?
Like, no. Not, like I said, not in his presence. Like, afterward, I'd be like, wow, that was really fucking cool. But, like, in the midst of meeting him, I don't think I would. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
I feel like it gets a little awkward.
But everyone handles things like that differently, so whatever. Anyway, IZZY does something really cool. Right after the fight, who does he go to see? Well, he goes to see Booger Beard. Booger Beard. Oh my God, it's so loud. Anyway, let me.
By the way, the sound bites and stuff are tremendously louder than our voices.
What's that?
I was listening earlier.
Okay.
And the sound bites are quite loud.
Yeah, they're always loud. I know, it's been like that for a while. It's okay. They'll deal with it. There it is. So IZZY goes after the fight, and he puts the belt on top of Booger Beard's shoulders, and he's giving him his respect, right? So that's actually pretty fucking cool, right? Right? Whispers in his ear basically, hey, you go into the after party, invites him to the after party, says, give me that fucking belt back, and leaves, right? Now, that's pretty cool. I got to say, that's pretty cool. IZZY Adesanya doesn't have to be doing things like this. But what is he doing? He's seeing a guy that's a little eccentric, a guy that's probably been bullied in his past. IZZY claims he's been bullied before. He's seeking these people out, and he's basically like, hey, if you're a good human being, you're going to be rewarded. So IZZY has this message. He says he's been involved with racism and this whole deal. The character of Adesanya right now is a product of what he was when he was younger. And I think that's what people aren't understanding. You know, he's been through some shit. He's probably been bullied in whatever racism and yada, yada, yada. So that's who he is right now. But he's giving fans tickets saying, hey, come to the fight, bringing them to the after party. Doesn't even know these people. So he's genuinely a good guy, right?
Yeah, he is.
So maybe people should just like kind of pump the brakes, right? Now, I still want to know what's up with his titty. I would like to know that. I would still like to know. Just give me, maybe at the after party, let the people know what's up with the titty. But anyway, you know, the guy is probably going to wind up being the best middleweight of all time if he keeps on this pace. This guy is taking fans to the UFC events, putting them like 13 rows away from the freaking cage, throwing a belt on their shoulder, like seeking them out and giving them props. And it's just cool, right? It's a cool move. So I have to say this. I do like IZZY, man. Like, I do think that this guy is a good human being and he's going to be a good champion. And I hope that this guy could stay up there and defend and do all that stuff here. Will this be enough to dismiss all the hate for IZZY?
No, there'll never be enough to dismiss all the hate. There's always going to be a group of people that hates IZZY. No matter what he does to make himself a likable guy, people hate just to hate. A lot of times it's out of just pure jealousy. Or whatever the fuck it is. They don't like that other people love someone else and not them. So they hate.
Yeah. You always want to see people do well. people succeed. Now the whole booger beard thing, I don't get it. I've scrolled through a bunch of tweets. I don't think it's funny or whatever, but people like it. And I think it's maybe because it's what he looks like and how he delivers his lines. Maybe that's what it is. I have no idea. But the fact that he got to do this is pretty awesome. Like the whole experience is awesome. So I gotta say, I mean, points to Izzy. Gets the job done, defends the belt, barely a scratch on him. You know, has a couple of laughs in the cage, makes fun of Vettori, hugs Booger Beard, has a couple of drinks with Booger Beard after the show, and that's it. He's good to go. My question to the chat, my question to the people in here, because I know there's some people that are hard on Mr. Izzy. Have you softened up, or do you still not like this guy? Let me know what you guys think in the chat.
Can I get you to scoot over just two inches, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Kevin from Chicago says, barely a scratch on Vettori. Ruben Rivera says, I don't care for Izzy, but can admit that's quite G of him. Moronic says, is this the new GSP Silva error?
It kind of has that feeling, right?
I just pulled him off.
Gotcha.
Era. CC says, JBM, I don't like him, but he's one of the best. Doesn't mean I hate for hate's sake. Hate's sake. Sometimes people just don't get on.
Yeah.
That mean okay, but not liking someone and hating someone are two completely different things. There's people who are out there who just purely hate someone.
Okay, let's talk
just to hate him.
Let's talk about not liking him.
If you dislike him, that's fine. There's a lot of fighters that I dislike, and I have my own reasons as well. You know, it could be their personality. Maybe it doesn't suit you. It's not something that you like.
And then I see the last gay bender in there. Listen, I'm gonna still make jokes, but I make jokes about people I like. I make jokes about McGregor. You know,
yeah.
I'm just gonna crack jokes about everyone. It's insensitive and it's immature, and that's just how I roll. But I'm curious as to why do people not like Izzy? I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, I never hated Izzy.
A lot of people don't like the personality.
Maybe the fans.
The immaturity from, you know, what he does inside the cage or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, I've heard those reasons, but regardless, not liking someone for a small reason and then hating someone because you don't like that they're successful, those are two different things, I think.
It could be a mix of his antics, you know, and there was something else. Oh, and the fans. It could be a mix of both. Because honestly, I have to be honest with you. Like, there are certain times where fans discourage me, and like I start rooting against the fighter.
I think Israel Adesanya is one of those fighters who can has the ability to have a very diehard fan base, and sometimes that can be overwhelming for a lot of MMA fans, and it can be a huge turnoff to a fighter because of it. Look at Conor.
Yeah,
he has a lot of diehard MMA fans. Khabib, like all of those types of fighters who have the ability to kind of really rally a huge group of people like that. They also have the ability to rally a group of people that don't like them. One
of the reasons why I used to joke around a lot about Khabib, I never hated Khabib. But the fans drove me in the other direction.
I understand.
There was like no doubt. Like there were people saying things that were just like so asinine.
Yeah.
That I was just like, come on, stop it.
Yeah, listen, I get it. I mean, trust me. I know there's a lot of times that I've been really high on Israel Adesanya during conversation or whatever, and I'm sure it drives people nuts.
Yeah.
Because I think he can do no wrong.
Now, a guy that doesn't have that problem is Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz is a different type of animal, though. Like he's a fan favorite in all aspects of the word.
Who hates Nate Diaz? No one. No one hates Nate, right?
You understand, he's not rallying groups of people. He's literally just doing him, and everyone's clinging to it, you know? And I think that's why he became such a fan favorite.
Yeah, that's what it is. He doesn't look for it. It just comes his way. That's just how he rolls. He just stays cool and lets everything just roll off his chest, his fighting style, and the fans are basically a reflection of how he acts. You know, I have really never had any problems. And listen, Conor McGregor, my favorite fighter over here, Nate Diaz smashes Conor in the first fight. I was in the building for that, and I had to say, like, I was bummed, but at the same time, I didn't hate it, because if anyone's going to beat Conor, I want Nate to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that second fight, a complete war. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So why are the fans with Adesanya? Why is that problem?
I'll tell you why. Nate Diaz, and this is just from what I've observed, Nate Diaz is as real as it gets, right? Like, he goes out there, he doesn't put on a facade, he doesn't give a fuck what people think about him. He's smoking weed leading up to the fight, smoking weed after the fight, passing it to his brother. I mean, the guy is like no fucks given, right? He's just there to fight. That's all he cares about. And I think a lot of MMA fans respect that and love that because they're there to see fights.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of MMA fans don't like antics. And people like Israel Adesanya, Conor McGregor, even Khabib at times like to put on some antics, like to put on a little bit of entertainment here and there, and it's not for everybody.
Now, Kevin brings up a point. He says Nate is not a homosexual. So he's basically saying that people don't like gay people. That's why they're not a fan of Israel Adesanya.
But then what do you have to say about Conor?
There is a video. What?
Connor's not a homosexual.
He's fucking married with 3
kids. But there's people who hate him.
No, but what they're saying is Izzy comes across as flamboyant and possibly gay. Like, there's no,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
You can think whatever you want. At the end of the day, people just don't like the antics. A lot of people don't like certain personality traits or whatever.
I never got the, I mean, you could hate Conor, that's fine, but I never got the impression that people thought Conor was a homosexual. I never got that.
I'm sure there were some out there.
Not really many homosexuals that run around like that lunatic, snorting coke and fucking, I don't know, hookers and shit. I don't know, man. Seems pretty heterosexual to me. Anyway, the payouts over here are courtesy of Pulse. Thank you, Pulse, for the payouts in the Discord. $792,000 for Israel Adesanya, and Vettori getting $230,000. High or low, middle? What do you think about that for the main event?
I think it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fair. Listen, what was it Nate Diaz said? You have to. What did he say again, Moss? Let me just pull it up.
Yeah, the Nate quote's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, hold on.
It's been all over the place. This is like a cum guzzling Nate Diaz show right now. Thank you, Angel, for the sub, by the way. Appreciate that.
I just had it too. Something about like name your price, or they'll name it for you, or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I get, like, I find this to be extremely fair. Did Marvin Vettori name his price, or did he just settle for $230? You know, compared to Izzy's $792. I don't know.
$792,000. So this pay-per-view, okay, I don't know how it did. To be honest, we got to find out the numbers of this thing.
Dana White said it at the beginning of the post-fight press conference. Yeah, I can't.
The pay-per-view numbers?
He said the gate, how much the gate was.
Oh, the gate's one thing. Well, the gate, I think it broke a record at the gate, but pay-per-view numbers, guarantee it wasn't like a crazy number. I would put money on the fact that it wasn't a super pay-per-view. So $792,000. Now Israel Adesanya, this man should be paying. He should be making the big bucks soon. But if he's not bringing the pay-per-view numbers, well, he's not going to be getting the millions and millions of dollars. But $792,000. All right, Marvin Vettori $230. So Figueiredo getting $250,000. Moreno $200K. I mean, listen, little guys, I guess, don't get paid, huh? Hey, listen, I would take $250,000, but I feel like they can get a little bit more. Nate Diaz $450,000 for losing. So what would he have gotten if he won? What would he have gotten? Was he just getting a flat $450K, or what? Like, what the hell would he have gotten if he won?
He named his price.
It's crazy, man. Dude just strolled in there, just chilled.
You have to remember, Nate Diaz is one of the reasons they probably did significantly well just at the gate alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
the Nate effect.
It's not like he's not worth that amount of money. And on top of that, it's been a while since he came back.
All right, we got a donation coming in.
Kiss your hand. Donald Trump, can I kiss your hand? Kiss your hand. Kiss your hand. Trump, you have a delicious hand.
A lot.
Nate was dominated. He was bleeding. He landed a lucky punch in the last minute and couldn't even finish Leon. People think Nate won? How is that winning? That's pure bias for the short bus army.
Whoa.
Who said Nate won?
Well, people are saying it was like he won. Well, people saying he won the night, right?
Oh, won the night. That's different than saying he won the fight.
But I tell you what, though. All Nate Diaz had to do was not flip the bird and kind of gloat in the moment. If he would have capitalized off that wobbly Leon Edwards, Nate would have won that fight. I mean, that's the scary thing. You have to understand, that's why the fans of Nate Diaz are taking this as a W. Like, Nate, if he wanted to, he could have won that fight, but chose, hey, let's just take this flashy picture of my fucking middle finger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot different. Nate Diaz, I've said this before with Conor, and it's kind of the same thing with Nate. It doesn't matter if they win or lose. It's how they go about themselves in certain situations that somehow twist the narrative of a loss. Not many fighters can do that. You know who did it? Izzy. Izzy did it when he lost to Jan.
How did he do that?
Izzy came out smelling like roses when he lost to Jan Blachowicz. He smelled like roses. What do you mean, Hattie? That's a compliment.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like a lot of people still shit on him, though. Like, saying that he was exposed and all that stuff.
Doesn't matter. He still looked good. You know what I'm saying? He's not exposed. I honestly, that fight over there really.
I don't know if it's the same.
It wasn't a loss. Were you bothered by that fight?
I was bothered by him losing,
Yeah, and
but
how
I'm an
long
Izzy fan, so of course I was.
And how
bothered.
long did it really bother you?
Not long.
No.
Because it was at 205 and he was against a heavy dude and it was brought to the ground the majority of the fight. But I do believe that there was a part of his fighting game that was exposed. I do believe that.
Exposed? No, it was
because
just,
what did Marvin Vettori try doing in the next
exactly.
fight?
So how
he
is
tried
it
bring him to the ground?
And how is it exposed? It's not that. It was the weight. The weight was the only issue.
I agree. I do agree that the weight was the biggest issue.
That's it. So Izzy came out of it smelling like roses. You know, most guys can't, or gals, they really can't come out of a loss looking very good. Stipe Miocic losing to Ngannou. Did he come out smelling like roses?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, it's just weird how certain fighters are like that. Who's another fighter? Like Ronda Rousey didn't come out smelling like roses when she lost those two fights.
In fairness, the way Ronda Rousey handled her loss
there you go.
was not that great either.
And you won't get that from Nate. And tears, like DC, another one. Did he come out smelling like roses?
DC was knocked freaking unconscious.
Did he come out smelling like roses, though?
No.
Because he was crying like a baby.
I mean, if you were knocked unconscious and then interviewed right after
Connor was.
and you had a concussion, sometimes concussions make people have those types
Did he
of
have
reactions.
a concussion?
Yeah. Remember Joe Rogan said, I'll never interview someone with a concussion again.
Yeah, but was he medically... Did he? I don't remember him having a concussion.
Well, that's what I heard.
DC got knocked out, was crying like a baby. Connor gets knocked out, and he goes to the press conference with a fucking suit and starts calling out Khabib. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's levels to handling a loss.
I think you're right. I agree. It's just I don't know. I don't know. It's subjective, I guess.
And here's the thing. And this is why if you do not understand the Nate effect, that's what it is. These fighters should take note. A loss sucks, right? But it's not the end of the world. You move on. If you want to keep on getting paid, you brush it off and you show your emotions after. What about Dustin Poirier when he lost to Khabib?
What about him?
Dustin Poirier was crying like a baby, right?
Was he?
Yeah, like a crybaby. And when he beat Connor...
I don't remember how Dustin handled that loss.
How about this? When Dustin beat Connor... The dude looked like he was confused at the press conference.
Okay, now that was different. Apparently, he was going through some weird fucking depression phase or something like that.
But these are the reasons. These are the reasons why these people could win a fight yet still come out like they lost. It's weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a bizarre thing. But anyway, I tell you what, Leon Edwards was very respectful. Leon Edwards brings up the quote of Nate Diaz. Did you find the quote yet or no?
No, I thought I had it, but apparently it's not. I swear to God I had it.
Don't swear to God. That's like, isn't that against what you believe? Aren't you going to go to hell now? You shouldn't say that. God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, here we go. I found it.
Here, it's right here. I got it.
Oh, okay. I just found it.
Way ahead of you.
All right. It says, Nate told me after the fight, don't let these motherfuckers tell you ain't shit. Name your price or they will name it for you. And I felt that.
Now, listen to this motherfucker. Nate Diaz, who really did lose every round, right? I mean, let's be honest. Nate got beat up for the majority, like 95% of that fight. Yet, he goes up to the winner and just drops some fucking Dalai Lama shit right in the ears.
It is a good quote.
Like, what the hell? Nate told me after the fight, don't let these motherfuckers tell you ain't shit. Name your price or they will name it for you. Which is great advice. And what does Leon say? I felt that. Like,
as
what?
should all fighters.
Freaking Nate Diaz, man.
But he's been in the game long enough. He can say something like that, you know, and actually know what he's talking about.
But could you imagine that, like losing the fight and just saying that shit? It's just crazy, man. How could you
You're
not like?
Following Leon Edwards?
I'm not.
The fuck?
Hold on, let me see.
You're not. It says it right there.
All right, I'll follow this guy. I got to be honest. I'm not the biggest Leon Edwards fan.
Well, you better follow him because
he seems nice and everything. He's a great fighter, really. Maybe got a little exposed against Nate. Not gonna lie, but anyway, all right. Let's get back to the donos here.
Wonderful.
I don't understand people jealous of other people's success. I don't hate Izzy, I never did. I just doubted his greatness and I was wrong at least about middle. I was right when he tried to come up. Nobody's beating him at middle.
I agree.
It's tough.
And see, that sort of kind of goes back to what we were talking about, how there's a difference between hating someone and just doubting them.
What made me change my mind about Izzy was his response from losing. He got better, a lot better, when a lot of good fighters wilt under the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Chubb's turning. He's turning. He's turning to the Izzy side, Jess. What do you think?
Well, no, I don't think he's like a diehard Izzy fan. I think he just understands that, you know, maybe some fighters aren't worth the doubt.
That's the thing. Listen, no matter what, he's probably going to go back to rooting for Whitaker against Izzy and stuff like that, and that's fine. And that's where we have to be right now, right? If we dislike a fighter, style, personality, whatever, but they're doing something really special in the cage, you have to at least give them that respect, and then you can make fun of them. I think it's fair. As long as you give them the respect that they deserve.
Yeah.
Then you can make fun of him. Like, I probably will still make fun of Izzy. You know, I probably will have crack jokes because he makes it easy in certain situations, right?
Yeah, he's like sensitive, hypersensitive, and, you know, he kind of puts his foot in his mouth, you know, over and over again. But I think that's kind of the allure to some people, you know, is the fact that he does do that and he finds a way to kind of skate his way out of it, I guess.
Yeah, Chubb says he's probably going to still make fun of him. Yeah, that's fine. Like, that's the thing. And I don't want people to, I'm not trying to preach and say, well, let's give him some respect and stop. Like Kamaru Usman, for instance. If you don't respect what Kamaru Usman has done at middleweight, you need your fucking head examined. Like you do. Now, you can make fun of him all you want. It's fine. I have no problem with that shit. But when it comes down to it, I think we all know how good he is at welterweight. Same thing with Izzy at middle. Same thing. And now you got a new champion in Brandon Moreno, who's no one's going to make fun of that guy, right?
Well,
guy's too likable.
People will make fun of Brandon Moreno for being too likable.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a feeling
How could you?
He's one of those kinds of guys. I think he's so freaking nice and he's going to have a huge following. But I also think there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be able to handle that, like, too much niceness. You know, it might be a little much for them.
Is there a part of you, though, that's getting a little nervous because Izzy's on this righteous, be good thing? Is it a part of you that kind of turns your stomach a little bit like, all right, are we going too far with this?
No. Because you know how I am, like in real life, like off camera and stuff. I actually like try my best to be a very genuine and good person. So I love it. I love that he's doing this. Mm-hmm. You know?
4 title defenses for Israel Adesanya. Chris Weidman, Anderson Silva. Okay, here we go. Chris Weidman are now tied second most middleweight title defenses. Can you see Stylebender ever catching up to the Spider? If he keeps on fighting people he fought already, yeah, I could. I really could. Another thing too is, like, we joke around about the steroid thing with Adesanya, but he's never been busted for it, right? So and I love Silva, but he got popped. Yeah. So that's something you got to throw out there. What was the thing that he said here? Here we go. This is the quote after the whole, like, this whole booger beard was going on and on and on. What does he say here, Jess?
Be nice to people and nice things happen to you. One day you can pay this forward to the next person, Boogie.
Okay. So, listen, it's a really cool thing that Izzy did. He really did not have to do that.
It seems to me like it's not even just like a goody two-shoes things that he's trying to do. Maybe he believes in karma, because it sounds to me like it's a karma thing. Yeah. Which I mean, you even believe in karma. So I think... Yeah. I don't know. I think it's less about let's just be a goody two-shoes and more of, as long as he's good to people, he'll continue to have good fortunes in the UFC.
Wonderful. We got Sanosi coming in.
A random thought. If Izzy took the time to weigh at LHW and adjust accordingly, do you think he fares better? Also, Criminal Leon didn't make a little more.
Okay. Criminal Leon.
If Izzy took, what was it? If Izzy took the time
to make adjustments and hit light heavyweight with more meat on his bones, ready, like kind of John Jones is
or
doing.
prepare his body better, you're saying?
Yeah. I know your answer, but
I always think even if he prepared the way that he did before and comes back into light heavy, I think it's less about preparing his body and more about preparing his fighting skill. I think he went in there with a guy who knew to take him to the ground immediately and keep him there. So I think the whole preparing his body thing is fine. No. I think it's fine. What he needs to do is really, really work on that ground game.
No. Light heavyweight. Of course you're going to
say no.
No, I'm just saying this right now. It's the reason why Mighty Mouse didn't want to go up. It's the reason why Habib did not want to go up. If you're really good at something and you have a chance to make history and become a legend in your weight class, you stay there. And he comfortably makes this weight, right? And he's noticeably bigger than a lot of these guys. You stay there, you mow all them people down, and maybe at the tail end of your career, if you want to take another crack at it, go for it. You know, have a little fun.
No, but he's asking if he were to prepare his body differently.
I do not think so. No.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's just too weirdly shaped. I really do. He's a thin dude. He's natural. Like, he's a thin guy.
He can fight at heavyweight, but the thing is it's his fighting style. It's his skill. It's where he needs to hone his skill.
Then why didn't Khabib move up?
Khabib was a completely different fighter, and Khabib was way heavier than Adesanya at his division.
I mean, I think we could all be realistic here. At middleweight, the guy can be the GOAT. But let's pump the brakes when we talk about going up weight.
I believe he can go up to light heavyweight, and I believe he can find some success there. He just needs to work on a lot of things.
All right, Kevin Holland at middleweight right now. He's in a pickle right now. He's in this weird zone where it's like between middleweight and welterweight. Welterweight and middleweight. And he can't he's too small for middleweight, and if you try to get down to welterweight, he would be draining his body too much. And you see when Kevin Holland gets dragged down to the ground, I can't see him preparing for this takedown stuff if you're too small. You know what I'm saying? I feel Kevin Holland, unless maybe he puts some meat on his bones.
Look at what's his face? Darren Stewart, is that who it is? Small guy, great takedown defense, great ground game. He's an awesome wrestler. Mm-hmm. I don't think your size matters.
So Darren Stewart.
Who the fuck is that guy?
It's an example.
Yeah, no one cares about Darren Stewart, though. No one cares.
I don't care if you care about him. It's an example.
Yeah, it's tough to take that example because no one cares.
Okay, Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, what about him?
Small guy for his division, but great on the ground.
Small guy?
Yes.
The guy came in heavy as hell. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this.
This? Height means nothing.
Yes.
Doesn't mean anything.
I agree.
The Daniel Cormier was a lower center of gravity guy with a thicker frame, which is difficult if you're wrestling a person.
But don't you understand, the point here is that they all have different body types and can excel still in these areas?
Izzy was built. He was literally put on this earth to just dominate the middleweight division.
Okay.
That's what he's done.
I disagree.
You throw him into light heavy, he's just not going to be able to pull it off.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Sorry. Let's get back to the donations.
Wonderful, wonderful.
They say there is jealousy and hate, success, etc. Then JBM explain why I hate Kevin from Chicago so much when he is a complete failure. He literally not only fails with women, money, and life. I guess I'm jealous at his ability to accomplish nothing.
But how do you know he's failing at women, money, and life? Or are you just making that assumption and therefore you're hating him out of envy?
So the hate's still going to be there, it looks like. Even with Booger Beard. Even with the Booger Beard story.
CBD. 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 CBD.
Chubs.
CBD.
CBD.
CBD. CBD. CBD. CBD. CBD. CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
With the 420.
Nate Diaz bleeds in every fight, and he landed more significant strikes in the last 2 rounds and knocked that guy out on his feet. It's not biased saying he was in better shape at the end, because he was.
So there's some...
Why were people using the blood and the damage against Nate in that fight?
Look at Nate Diaz. Well, I mean, it's in every fight, but
he bleeds all the time.
Yeah, you see his face and you think, well, look, Nate said it himself. In a real fight, Nate won. It's true.
Yeah.
It is actually true. Listen, there's rules for a reason, of course. But if you take away the 10-point system and everything like that, Nate won the fight. He was about to fucking finish Leon Edwards. If that thing kept on going, he's done. That's it. It's over.
Did you guys see the training video of Nick and Nate right before the fight when they were back in the locker room?
It was total strikes, not significant. Go ahead.
And Nate was turning his back to Nick the exact same way he was doing to Leon Edwards inside the cage.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Oh, Nick Diaz.
Like he had gone into the fight already planning to just drop his guard and put his back to Leon Edwards.
It is kind of wild. Nate Diaz is this badass, and he doesn't take shit from anyone. But Nick Diaz could like fucking stick his pinky in his ass and Nate would be like, "That's all right, man. You're my brother." Like it's just Nick Diaz could do anything to Nate, right? Nick Diaz, it's like he worships Nick Diaz.
Well, you have to remember it's his big brother. He probably had his back a lot growing up, so he probably has a lot of respect for him that most people wouldn't understand.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is too. I think people could relate in that way, where they want their brother's thumb in their ass. No, where the family respect, family over everything, and they keep their friends tight, their teammates tight together. I don't know what it is, but I think it's the perfect storm with Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, the total strikes 130 to 83. He fucking outstruck him, which is crazy. It's crazy when you get dominated in a fight, yet you outstrike him 130 to 83. Now you do have the 4 takedowns by Edwards, something to throw out there.
Wonderful.
CC.
I have a crush on KFC. Izzy sometimes fine, sometimes is annoying, but how can you hate his fights? Everyone thank Nate for the new peeps in chat. And is that pay before PPV points? Don't forget ad money sponsors tea. You can lose in style. Nate laughs as he's bloody.
There you go. We've got CC back to back here.
Some people are fight fans, some are fighter fans. I love Kevin from Chicago.
Thank you. Okay, so pause real quick. CC, that comment, I don't know if you came up with that or if you heard it somewhere, but that is the exact way to sum it up. Some people are fight fans, some are fighter fans. So when we go to like, oh, how do most people like Nate Diaz and stuff like that, Nate Diaz is there just to fight. He's not there to be liked. Whereas like Izzy, Connor, they put on these, facades and stuff like that, and they build a rally of fans. Those are the fighter fans. And then you got the fight fans who like people like Nate Diaz. It's the perfect way to explain it. We should say that more often.
I honestly don't understand.
We should say that more often. Some people are fight fans, some people are fighter fans.
No, but people are fighter fans with Nate Diaz. What are you talking about?
Yes. No, you're missing what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't think you were listening to me.
No, I just told you I don't understand.
Okay. I said some people, the people who are fighter fans, generally tend to cling to the fighters who put on the facades, the personalities, the people who rally people.
I like both, though.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to like one or the other. Nobody's telling you which one that you have to like.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I think
you can like both.
Fighter fans like fights. No? Doesn't make any sense.
Fighter fans, fight fans. You can be both. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Nobody said you can't.
So some people just are a fan of a fighter,
and then some people are fight fans.
But fighters fight.
Oh God, Moss.
The fuck kind of weird ass conversation.
You sound so stupid when you say things like this.
The fighters fight. So they're fighter fans or fight fans.
Yeah, he is giving me shit today. It's fine.
What is? Who are you talking to?
Alex.
Who the hell is Alex? Alex.
Who the fuck is
Is
that
everything
guy?
that comes out of my mouth gonna be?
No, I just don't understand.
Rebuked by you?
I honestly, I swear to God, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Nor CC.
Can I kiss your hand? Kiss your hand.
Dante.
Kiss your hand. Trump, you have a delicious hand.
I understand JBM, I think.
Nate getting hype for almost winning sounds like a participation award. I don't see real savages like Brady and Jordan celebrating a loss.
Okay, Dante, thank you very much. Yeah, Brady, Jordan. Well, Jordan was temperamental. Both guys are they're bratty, both guys, let's be honest. Michael Jordan threw temper tantrums, and yeah, Michael Jordan was throwing chairs around in locker rooms and stuff like that, and was kind of a dick to his teammates. And Brady's another one that's very super competitive, and I don't know, man.
Gonna smash.
DVSV with the HELWANI.
I'm gonna beat everybody. I'm gonna finish 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 everybody.
I'm gonna smash everybody.
Cumshot Kaimev is our only hope to dethrone Usman and Izzy at the moment. He will slam the CEO of EPO to the mat, and twist Izzy's peasy titty within the span of a year. Then he will adopt Khabib as his son and be his legal guardian until he dies.
Do you believe in that?
I wasn't listening.
What? Chloe! Oh shit!
1, 2, 3, 4. Charles Oliveira's got a mouthpiece in his mouth. Mouthpiece in his Charles Oliveira's got a mouthpiece in his mouth. Look at my mouthpiece. Charles Oliveira's got a mouthpiece
My God.
I think the biggest thing holding back Izzy is the antics and personality he puts on or shows. The more eccentric he is from the norm character-wise, it puts some off more, but it also attracts people too, making more polarized. You can't deny his ability.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the $13 donation, my friend. Appreciate that.
I'll answer your question, JBM. Anyone who calls an MMA podcast 3 times in one night, no matter how great the show is failing at life.
Burn.
Okay.
Does that answer it?
I don't know. That's for him and Kevin to decide.
Wonderful.
Izzy sexually assaulted the last 2 guys he fought. The Booger Beard story doesn't make up for that. Which ref worked Jamahal Hill's fight? Damn, that guy was the bad. Can you make a Hasbulla donation?
Would you be game for that?
Sure.
All right, Jesse says yes, she'll be game for that, and maybe will make a Hasbulla. The guy's taking over the internet.
Super chat.
JG2.
Fighter fans are most Conor, Khabib, Diaz fans.
So fighter fans are most Conor. So you're saying, okay, all right, I think I understand this now. So you're saying,
how did that make
can I
you
explain?
understand?
I'm talking. You're saying that casual fans. Is that what you're saying? Because I think there's a lot of fight fans out there that favor specific fighters and are ride or die no matter what. Like Jesse, then you're a fighter fan.
You can be both. It's okay to be both.
Okay, so there's 3 groups. There's a fight fan, a fighter fan, and then the group that likes both, right?
Yeah.
So the people that could possibly be the dumbest conversation we've had in 5 years of doing this show. Thank you, guys.
Wonderful.
Yeah, don't put me in a box of fighter fan or a fight fan. That's some cop-out bullshit to protect your narrative.
Yeah.
And Kevin from Chicago literally picks against every black, Muslim or Jew. I'll bet anybody $10 he doesn't know but calls he's Jewish.
Okay, he might throw a Jewish thing out there. I'm kind of with Chubbs on that. Yeah, I now I kind of understand what you're trying to say. I just don't think it's right. I don't know. But listen, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really solve anything. It doesn't really explain anything either. Fighter fans, fight fans, and then both. I kind of don't understand. Now, if you throw the casual fan out there, casual fans kind of ruining it. Like, so Joe Schmo that says, I'll only tune in when Conor fights, and other than that, I'll never watch a fight ever. I guess that would be the fight fan that you're talking about. I think the casual fan might be the best way to do it, but who gives a fuck? Listen, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors, and then we're going to do the Save the Show. We are talking about UFC 263, and hopefully we got a mega epic show tonight with phone calls. We started a little late, so we'll do the Save a little late. Let's give a shout out to the sponsors over here. Head Rush, baby. What do we got?
Head Rush is provider of the highest quality authentic apparel for lifestyle, MMA, and action sports enthusiasts, men and women's clothing ranging from hoodies, t-shirts, workout apparel, and more. Be part of the chosen few and save 20% using promo code MMA-Holes. That's promo code MMA-HOLES with the link in the description below. Taking great care of yourself doesn't have to feel like a chore. Ballsy products are developed with unique active ingredients to keep you feeling and smelling better than ever before. Get up to 15% off using promo code MMA-Holes. That's promo code MMA-HOLES with the link to ballwash.com in the description below. They also have Father's Day packages. If you guys want to order now, and you can get them just in time for Sunday.
That's right. We just ordered a Father's Day package. I'm not saying who's getting it, but yeah, ballsy, ballwash.com. Hell yeah, baby.
Say goodbye to toilet paper with affordable premium bidet attachments by Lux Bidet. Lux Bidet attachments gently cleanse your skin, leaving you feeling refreshed and confident. Save 10% at checkout using the link in the description below. Again, click the link in the description below and save 10% applied at checkout.
All right. And MysticRootsCBD.com. I saw Mystic in the chat. How you doing, Mystic?
Get top quality organic CBD products, including extracts, hemp flower, cosmetics, edibles, and more. Get up to 20% off using promo code MMA-Holes. That's promo code MMA-HOLES at MysticRootsCBD.com.
Big thank you to our sponsors. Seriously, you guys and gals helping us out, keep the show going and flowing, and the best products out there on board with us is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Also, ESPN Plus, if you want to watch the fights coming up this weekend, we got some more fights.
Watch live events in HD for as little as $4.99 per month. Watch your favorite UFC fights every month for the best pay-per-view costs, as well as UFC fight nights and your favorite live sports, all wrapped in one single little package with the link to ESPN Plus in the description below.
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, baby. All right. We're going to do the Save the Show right now. If you're new to this, when you drop a donation, say Save the Show, and we'll add that much more time on the clock. So if it's a $5 donation, we'll add 5 minutes, $10, 10 minutes, $2, 2 minutes, whatever. Okay? Throwing the 5 on the clock, and here we go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All righty. Let's see what we got going on here for the Save. Whoa, boobs! What? Booby, booby trap. Ooh, we got put in a booby trap.
I think what JBM means is by fight fans and fighter fans. Is fight fans only appreciate the fight and techniques, while fighter fans have a person that is a fighter they like. You can be a fight fan and have a favorite fighter.
This is the dumbest. Thank you, Glory, for trying to explain it. It legit is probably the dumbest debate, because I don't understand the point of this debate. So
You were asking earlier in the show why people hate Izzy but like Nate Diaz, and that's kind of where it all unravels.
Yeah, that whole, like Chubb said, narrative just in one ear and out the other. It doesn't make any sense. But thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And thank you for trying to explain. It's not that I don't understand. It's just that it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's 7 minutes on the clock. We got another 5 from Chubbs. Carl says I'm confused now. Stop that conversation. We got 12 more minutes, baby.
For Kevin's call in, I'm sorry Kevin for what I said about you. I understand your mom probably had to cut your allowance because of the lockdowns. Save the show.
All right, we guarantee 12 minutes of time, of phone lines time. If you want to add on to the time, drop a donation and we'll extend it that much more. Thank you so much to everyone that's donating tonight. I appreciate it very much. From Mr. Chubbs and Glowy and DVSV.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Izzy still performed than a lot of top light heavyweights that have fought Jan, so he still is a valid 205er, Izzy pizzy titty and all. Also Corey Sandbagged is overrated. The snake in the grass will bite him in the ass and put him in the ER within 1 round.
Wow. You think Sandhagen's overrated?
I don't think so, no. I think, maybe. I don't know. It's actually a good question. I'm sure some people might think so.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one. That hit me off the side of the head. Thank you. Oh, hold on a second. We got another save here.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now we got 16 minutes of extra show. 2 minutes left.
JBMDW, we know what we mean. ITHGHT was a good line. The Rex some watches one peeps fight do the FGHT itself. Some peps just enjoy the build-up personality more, and the FGHT after like is a casual gunner like a lay and pray fight, but then they swear by the fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you speaking English? What the hell?
Moss, did you read it? He wrote a complete sentence. He just took like certain letters out so he could fit the whole thing into the message.
Oh, okay. I was just listening, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy saying? Thank you, CC. I love CC20, by the way. Sure. I'm like, all right, stop that conversation because I don't know what's going. I feel like my head's gonna explode, but that conversation needs to stop. But we will take phone calls if you want to articulate yourself a little bit better and let us know about Nate Diaz and why do you think he's got such a big following. And yeah, I think we all know why Nate's got a big following. We don't have to really go down that road. But Leon Edwards, what would be next for him? We got 16 minutes of extra show. Let's squeeze the story in 1 minute to save over here. If you want to save the show, drop a donation and we'll keep the party going. If not, we'll just take 16 minutes of calls. Also, at the end of the calls, we'll do the MMA-Holes memes that you got scavenged from all over the internet. Drop it on the MMAHoles.com message board and we'll go through that. All right, what story do we got? Which one you want to throw out there?
All right, starting with the first one, Israel Adesanya calls for a rematch with Robert Whittaker. Dana White suggests October for the timeline for that fight.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Hold on, we got 18 minutes, baby.
I am a fight fan, but am also a fighter fan who likes fights, but also is a big fan of fighters because I am a fan of fights and they bring the fights because they are fighters who fight other fighters in fights involving two fighters, and that is what I like.
Stop with it. Stop. Yes, you can.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Stop it.
Moss, don't be rude to Jesse.
Oh, shut
I will
up.
youth your face, ha ha ha, JK, hope all is well.
Shut up, Nicole. Thank you. That's 20 minutes. Thank you very much. 27 seconds left. Jesus Christ. So we got a guaranteed 20 minutes of phone calls. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate we appreciate all your support. Let's squeeze that story in, and we'll do save. We'll do the 20-minute save.
According to Jed Meshew of MMA Fighting on Saturday night at UFC 263, Israel Adesanya successfully defended his middleweight title with a dominant 5-round performance over Marvin Vettori. Coming back from his first professional loss up a weight class, Adesanya swept the scorecards for all 3 judges and reasserted himself as the man to beat at 185 pounds. But though Adesanya was pleased with his performance, there's no rest for the middleweight champion, who immediately after defending his title set up his next fight, a rematch with the man he took the belt from in the first place, Robert Whittaker. He said, well, you know, the old Mossy, my arch nemesis, the other cunt, what's his name? Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles. I knocked him out twice. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with this whole COVID thing, but we need to run it back in Auckland. We need to run it back in my territory this time. I'll tell you when it is. You don't get to decide. I get to decide. Because why? I'm the motherfucking king, bitch.
Okay. So since we only have 20 minutes of calls, we'll just rattle through these stories. Anything that really sticks out. We got Figueiredo talking about moving to bantamweight. I discussed that earlier. I guess we can discuss on phone lines if you'd like. A mural of Brandon Moreno. Where did they do this?
Yeah, they did let me pull it up so I can tell you exactly where it was. Let's see, Tijuana, Mexico. But the mural was in Glendale, Arizona, I believe.
They put this in AZ?
Yeah, I think they did. Hold on, let me just
Why
make
would they ruin that wall with this?
Let me just make sure. I could be wrong. Hold on.
That's actually pretty quick. Quick turnaround.
No, it looks like they did do it in Tijuana.
Oh, thank God, man. I wouldn't want to run past this fucking mess. Next, what else we got?
All right, Leon Edwards.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, some people are a fan of a certain footballer and follow him no matter what team he's at. He's a fan of a footballer more than a team, kind of. I love Kevin from Chicago so much, wanna make big nose curly hairdo babies with him.
Thank you, Cece. Appreciate that. Okay. Ready?
Leon Edwards admits he got lazy and complacent in the final round against Nate Diaz, according to Damon Martin of MMA Fighting. Leon Edwards was just minutes away from the highest profile win of his career at UFC 263.
Wait, hold on a second. We got we got Glowy coming in. A late save. Michael.
Watch out, here he comes with the wrench friend, heart and soul of the holes, Mrs. Steely girlfriend. Time out, trolls. Welcome to the dead end. Cock so big that you can't even comprehend. Bust and groan, making bitches moan on the timestamp throne while the chat room stoned. Hold up, save the show, for the tales will be told about Michael Angelo.
Whoa, Glowy coming in.
Will John Jones fight anytime this decade? Save the show.
Probably not. All right, we'll add the 40. We'll make it 40. Okay, let's go right into the break and take some fucking phone calls here. Thank you, everyone that donated. Really appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to roll into the phone calls tonight, so make sure you give us a ring. We'd like to speak to you about UFC 263. We're going to have to try to make the calls as quick as possible tonight, so get in, get your points heard, and we'll get out. We'll debate a little and pull you out of the show. We'd like to get as many people in as possible. Let's open up the phone lines at 516-522-0267, and we'll be right back.
My name is Mystic. What's your name, and how can I help you?
You know what? I mean, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Allheart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a ghost.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Which one's having?
Yo, drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is DVSB. I have a acoustic problem. Okay, well, this is a real gamer. Red, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone.
Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin Lee. How you doing?
Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question. So,
Yo, Sanosi.
What's up, Sanosi?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin Jr. Hey, guys. It's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up? It's Pulse.
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clock. Hey, it's good luck. Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
647, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Antimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, guys. How you doing? Hi, Jesse.
Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. You know I'm not big on talking about fighting that much, but... This is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
Nothing. Gotta talk about these fights real quick.
It's my kill. Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck's he talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, he thought the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
that horse that...
Okay, Chrome, thank you, man.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey.
Anything else?
Stay white.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, 516-522-0267. Thank you to all the heroes tonight for saving the show. We're going to open up the phone lines and speak to the peoples. Hear your minds. Be spoken about UFC 263, and still and new, and Nate Diaz taking a lot of the headlines from Leon Edwards. So we'd love to know what you think is next for Leon as well. Can't really forget about him. So, yeah, let's go. 516-522-0267. And put the number up top over here, too. So you guys got it. Watch this, Jesse. Check this out. There's the number. Give us a call, 516-522-0267, and we will chat about UFC 263. Before the phone lines get going here, maybe you want to throw us another story. What else we got?
Leon Edwards reveals that the last round of the fight, he got lazy and complacent against Nate Diaz. According to Damon Martin of MMA Fighting, Edwards was just minutes away from the highest profile win of his career at UFC 263, but then suddenly he almost had it all taken away from him.
Okay, hold on a second. We got a first call here, 281.
Call from
Dr. C.
To accept, press 1.
There he is. Dr. C, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Holes? Hope everyone's wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, we're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hey, quick topic here. I was surprised it wasn't covered. The fact that I guess it'd be one of my new favorite fighters completely detached like someone's arm or ripped it apart during the match. Like, what do you think of the stoppage? Like, was the ref waiting for the other arm to be detached or what?
Yeah, so Jamahal Hill, who everyone is jumping on this ref who really did fuck up, and they're calling him like the Arizona Mazzagatti. Jamahal Hill. Yeah, the best part was I saw the video afterwards of him and Paul Craig, who had a lot of beef before the fight, dancing at the post-fight thing. He didn't break his arm, which is great. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure that ref is not going to ref in the UFC again.
Yeah, that was a horrific thing. It's one of the worst things I've seen in an MMA octagon. I do know that there's been people like that have been armbarred, and they've ripped like their chest, like their pec completely off.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard of that. I know a guy that did it, but this looked pretty awful. Hope it never happens again. Hey, last thing. Is this when's this MMA-Holes reunion happening in Vegas?
Reunion happening in Vegas. I would like to do something as soon as possible, to be honest with you. I'm bummed that we couldn't hit. It's not really a reunion, because we never.
It's not really a reunion. It's like
a gathering, a get-together.
Yes, a gathering of the Holes.
I would like to do it. Where do you live, Manny?
I live in Houston. I say Vegas is like the place for everyone to fly in, right?
I would like to do a fight week in Vegas for sure. Yeah, I would like to do it as soon as possible. I really would, but we'll see. I mean, we got a little bundle of joy here. When she's able to be babysit, then yeah, we're on board for sure.
Yeah, and then the whole Drunk Savage sleepover. I just picture us like being in Drunk Savage's like basement, and like the firefighters like come in 3 times in the night, you know, to like help people with ODs, overdosing.
So you're saying Drunk Savage is going to overdose?
No. Just the people out there having a good time.
Oh.
It was just the Drunk Savage sleepover is something that has to happen one time, and it'll probably be one only time because it will be shut down. Absolutely.
Yeah, I could see something. I really could see us all on the strip hanging out and doing some fun shit and getting ripped and shit like that. I'd be totally down for that, especially the way UFC used to do Fight Week, International Fight Week and stuff. There were so many free things for the fans. So even if you don't have tickets to the fights, you have plenty of things to do. So I would love to hit that up, and I'm sure everything's going to open up really soon.
Yeah, I'd love to meet a lot of people from like, well, Sean Hart, I don't know if he can fly all the way from Australia, right?
I don't think they allow Australians here, even without the coronavirus. They don't want them here.
No, but it'd be great to meet some of these folks like Sean Hart, like Ann.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone, but I think there's one person that definitely would not want to meet.
Yeah, who is the MMA hole you would not want to meet?
Everybody knows who that is. It's the one that no one likes. Oh, Kevin from Chicago. I mean, like I said, man, everyone dislikes that guy. I don't know why.
I think it would be fascinating to meet him because, like, people like Kevin, who is very outspoken in the community, it would be interesting to see if they're the same way in person. That's why I would like to meet Kevin. That's
true. I learned that like in college. I remember this total nerd that was in my college class, and I saw her at a bar, and I mean, a freaking animal at the bar. I was afraid of her after seeing her that night. So it is true. It can happen.
All right.
It can happen.
Jesse, what kind of person do you
brother.
think? All right, thank you, Manny. Thank you. Manny's talking about our reunion that we never had. We have to have a meetup to have a reunion, right? So we got to do that. Well, actually, we've had meetups.
I don't want to meet anybody.
You're not going?
I'm good.
All right, you might just be with me, guys. You're stuck with me, and no one's going to show up then. But yeah, that would be a mess, though. I don't think you would let me go, Jess. Would you? Would you let me go and hang with these knuckleheads and get fucking annihilated?
Probably not. Yourself.
Yeah, Jessie wouldn't let me go. She would chain me to the radiator, and we don't even have one.
To accept, press.
Yeah, we don't accept breathers. You got to fucking say something, dude. 516-522-0267. Give us a call, and let's chat it up. We want to talk UFC 263 tonight on the show. Have a cardboard cutout of Jesse. That might work. Would you wear your Habib hat if we found a way to get you to go to one of these things? Again, because you've been to one of them before. You've been to two.
Yeah, it's not that I wouldn't go. I would probably go, but I don't want to.
It would be so much fun. Yeah, she doesn't want to meet any of you.
I'd rather stay at home.
But you were excited when they were taking pictures of you at CES. People wanted to take pictures with you. You were excited about that.
Yeah, it's cool in the moment.
And now, yeah, but it's just getting
But
you.
if
Though.
I had my rathers, I'd just stay home.
Pulse.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hey, Pulse. How you doing, man?
Wonderful, wonderful, man.
Nice.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, Pulse. I heard you did want to come through tonight, so here we are.
Yeah, man. It was a great card. Well, I say it was great. It was a pretty good card. On paper, it looked like it was going to be good because the first Stewart versus Anders fight was a banger, and so was the first Moreno versus Figueiredo. But they were kind of ended up being disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
But the worst thing of all, I'm so mad at Nate Diaz, man, because if you think about it, every YouTube MMA personality, they all said basically the same thing. They said that, there's no way he's going to beat Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
I think most people thought that. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And if he'd have followed up instead of pointing at him when he slapped him and hit him, he could have got the knockout. And if that had happened, they would have called Colby Covington and told him, you got to wait, man. You got to wait. We're going to promote Nate right now. This could have been his shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just so disappointing.
I want to hear from the people. Actually, we have a meme on the message board about that. I want to hear from the people out there. Are there people pissed off at Nate? Because honestly, don't you go in there to win the fight? And when you got someone rocked at that moment, why flip them the finger? I know it's the cool thing to do. Why not just pounce on my man? Doesn't make sense.
This was his shot. He'll never get this close to a title again.
Mm-hmm.
Not at 70.
Do you think that his brother Nick kind of got on him for that?
From what I saw, they wouldn't, like after the fight, they wouldn't get, I guess they rented a mansion, and they went and got hired with some YouTubers.
Oh,
the Nelk Boys, I think they're called. Nelk Boys.
God, those guys. Oh, my God. That's who they party with? So they drank Happy Dad, their new beverage that they released, maybe?
I've never heard of that. What was that, like a Four Loko?
Yeah, the Nelk Boys.
Moss is a closet Nelk Boys fan.
I am following these guys. And let me be honest with you. Oh, I'm a huge fan. I'm following these guys because they're fucking little ugly motherfuckers that are just killing it. And it's just nuts, man. Like, people are buying into this stuff. They're buying their merch. They're flying all over the world. They're traveling to all different things. And now they just came out with a beverage that's like a seltzer or some shit like that. So I like to watch successful people.
What do they like? Do perfect? Do they do stunts and pranks? Or what do they do?
Yeah, they do pranks. They're terrible. Like, I'm talking, like I told Jesse all the time, I'm like, this is not even fucking funny. I can't get it. But there's one guy, Steve. This guy, Steve, will do it.
Yeah.
Check out Steve Will Do It. The guy's got millions of subscribers. He's part of that crew.
Yeah, he's like the only tolerable one.
Yeah, he's the only one you can like actually sit there and laugh because he's actually kind of funny, that guy. He's cool. The other guys can go suck a dick. They're all Canadian idiots.
Do they do those, they'll rent a supercar and they'll like try to pick up women?
Maybe. I don't know. I just saw them recently. Like, I'm very late to the Nelk party. But apparently, like, they have this, what's it called? Their product? Full Send? Is that what it is?
Yes, I think so.
It's called Full Send or Send or whatever the hell it is. And all these fucking college kids are yelling it and shit. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. But Dana White is sucking them off because they're popular. And I think his kid likes them or some shit.
Huh. Okay. I might check them out.
Yeah, I mean, don't waste your... I mean, like I said...
Why are you never in the chat anymore?
What do you mean? I've been here the whole time.
I never see you in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll make sure to be more present.
Okay.
Yeah, every show, just say, here, we just want to take attendance. Make sure you're in the building.
Okay, like roll call. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check in.
Yeah, that would work. All right. So anything else, man?
That's it. I just want to send a shout out to Sean Hart and that man, the glove touch, man. It looks like he had a bunch of fun.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, Pulse, thank you.
All right, later.
Yeah, the glove touch, man. He went to the event. He was rocking some MMA-Holes gear. He's actually on a plane now. He said in the chat he jumped in. This dude at UFC 263 had some great footage. By the way, one of his videos, check out the Glove Touch's YouTube channel. I think it's just called the Glove Touch. He's got like 180,000 views. Let me see if I can hook him up here.
Did you take my chapstick?
I don't know. There's 2 chapsticks here. You want to use one of these?
Yeah, that means you took one.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, this one. Oh, who gives a shit? Fuck. What was I saying? Oh, okay. The glove touch. I get sides like one like misdirection in thought, and then like my whole train of thought is bonkers, man. It's a senior moment. The glove touch. Where's his YouTube channel? Let's see if I can find it. I want to help him out here. Yeah, I guess it's just the glove touch here. Well, here's his video that he posted. Got 18,000 views on this thing. So it looks like footage of the Nate fight in Leon. Over there, go subscribe to the Glove Touch on YouTube. That's what it looks like over there. He's got 390 with the subscribers. Get him to 1K, baby. Hook him up. Glove Touch is a good guy. He's one of our patrons. He's in the Discord. And he's a good fellow. By the way, he ran into, did you see this? Paul Craig?
There I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, the Glove Touch. He ran to Paul Craig.
Yeah.
Then after that, Ann H. ran to Paul Craig. Okay. And then after that, the Glove Touch ran to Paul Craig, and then Connor showed up. And then after that, Jesse, Mystic Ma showed up. (516-52). See, if you're a patron, you would know this. You would know this already. But you're not a patron, then you can go suck a dick. All right.
Call from
Booger Beard.
to accept, press.
Oh my God, it's Booger Beard.
Yo.
How you doing, buddy?
All right, how are you guys?
I'm good, man. You had some weekend, man. Izzy invited you to the fights, and my God, and you almost cried when he threw the belt on your shoulder. Then next thing you know, you're dancing with him and having drinks.
That wasn't free. I had to suck his cock later.
You sucked it? Wow, that's nice. All right, well, how big is his cock? It looked pretty big from that picture, the bulge.
No, he's stuffed.
Jesse, he's got a sock. He's got a sock in there, Booger Beard. This is coming from the mouth of Booger Beard.
Whoa. That was prosthetic.
Wow, that's disappointing, man. Anyway, how you doing, Booger Beard?
You know who it is, motherfucker.
Oh, who is this? It's not Booger Beard?
I thought it was Booger Beard.
Shit. Oh, now this is disappointing.
Nah, he doesn't know who you guys are.
Okay. How you doing?
So, yeah, like Paul was
that
saying,
a
dude,
shot?
fucking Nate Diaz, man. What the fuck, dude? You fucking finally get a good shot in, and then you stand and point. Dude, finish that motherfucker, dude. He would have been a fucking god on the internet if you would have fucking knocked him out in the last minute.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. That would have been so amazing if he did it. Oh, my God. I did not expect that at all. The people that picked the easy favorite over there dropped a ton of money. Could you imagine? Could you imagine what was going through their minds when that happened?
Oh, Clark's fight shit himself.
Yeah, I would have fucking lost it. 10 grand he dropped on that. That's nuts, man. But he came out ahead, so that's good.
Yeah, good for him. Well, yeah, but he's acting like he fucking won. Like, he just won the last minute. He acts like he won the whole fucking fight. He's fucking, like, inviting people off the fucking streets to his after party. See that?
Yeah, I did. What was it? A reporter asked him something, and he's like, "You got man, you got after party." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, clear on his Instagram where it was.
Oh, my God. So he was hanging out with YouTubers and fans, and yeah. So you know what? Everyone's saying, hey, Nate doesn't do these things for the fans, yet he's inviting them to after parties and doing all that shit. So maybe Nate's playing the game too. I tell you what, Nate's not as dumb as he comes across. This guy here, for him to drop that quote on Leon, then, play the fans in a way where everyone is sucking his dick. Nate's smart, man. I think the way he delivers his speech is just a cover up.
Yeah, I think he learned a lot after the fucking McGregor shit. He learned how to fucking market himself properly.
Yeah, I think so too. The only dumb thing he did was point and give the finger. That was the only thing that doesn't make any sense. But maybe that's a business play. Maybe he doesn't want to fight for the belt. Maybe he doesn't give a fuck.
I don't think he wants to be smart.
Yeah, he just wants to get paid.
I think he knows those big fights are still out there. He's got the Masvidal rematch and the Khan trilogy, so yeah, I think he's good.
Could you imagine? Let's just throw this out there for the conspiracy people out there. Could you imagine that Nate Diaz never wanted to win this fight? That is why he was doing the shenanigans where he was turning his back and going around the cage, then turns up at the very, very end just to put on a little bit of a show, has a chance to finish him. He's like, holy shit, I can't finish this guy because they're going to fucking throw a title at me. Do you think that Nate did that?
Maybe, man. Who knows? But we all know 6th-round Nate Diaz will be unstoppable.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we put that shit out on Twitter. There's no possible way he loses in the 6th round. So next fight, make it 6.
And Vettori, man, he fucked up. He could have won if he only had grown out a big Italian-style mustache before the fight, like Mario.
So you think that's what it was?
Yeah, he would have unlocked his full Italian power.
What do you think, Jess?
Sorry, I was zoning out for a second.
Jesse has no thoughts. It's like I picked on her in school.
How much longer we got to take these calls?
Yeah, she's counting the time.
No, Jesus Christ.
26 minutes.
I got you. You got Ellie.
Just a little tired.
She's sleepy. She's had a rough one.
But
rough day with the baby.
So how many times are we going to let Izzy sexually assault someone before we stand up and say something?
I think that Izzy has one more chance. And then you have to fucking slap some handcuffs on this guy. He's a...
if he tries to do it to fucking Whitaker, whew.
He's a serial groper.
Well for him.
Yeah, I think he should grab Whitaker's dick. Just grab his cock. I don't know. It's kind of wild. Yeah, the UFC's just like, whatever. They just look the other way. Do you think that's right, Jess? I mean, I know you're a super fan and everything like that, but it is the second offense Like, how many times has he got to keep on groping fighters? I mean, it is a harassment, no joke. Like,
does the UFC have a policy against it?
About sexual harassment? I'm sure
He's not sexually harassing them.
Jesse, man on man groping like that against someone's will.
Is it against his will? Because Vettori didn't seem too bothered by it.
So you're saying Europeans like their ass grabbed like that?
He didn't seem bothered.
So you're saying all Italians are gay? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe Vettori felt pretty after that.
Yeah, Vettori didn't complain. It's like, you like the buttocks. I don't know. But Vittori's a hot mess. He did land 4 takedowns. Didn't really get to do anything with those.
Yeah, but the rematch with Whitaker, that's going to be interesting to see. Because, honestly, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I really don't think Whitaker was fully in it. He had a lot of shit going on. But, I'm not taking anything away from Izzy. He was fucking badass that night. He won the belt. Good for him. But this one, I think Whitaker is going to be more clear-headed and in the zone. So we'll see how it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I've been throwing it out there that I want to see that rematch. Like, that really is something that entices me, intrigues me, because I think you're not going to see the same Robert Whitaker as you did the first time around. I think Whitaker could have the game plan, the way he's looked recently, to make this a very difficult fight for Adesanya. And I believe if Whitaker gets Izzy down, I think he could be more problematic on top, or crafty in a way to make it more difficult for Izzy to get any comfort. Robert Whitaker can't be just blitzing and going crazy on Izzy. Izzy has an answer for that shit, so we're going to have to see a different Bobby Knuckles in the rematch.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to go for the takedowns, but I definitely think he's going to be a smarter fighter this time around.
So you don't think he will go for the takedowns? He's pretty good on the ground. He just doesn't use it.
Maybe, but I think with his striking, he'll be a little more cautious.
Yeah, if he stands up and bangs with him again, I think he should mix it up. Like, throw him off guard, Mix him up, put him in positions that are uncomfortable, be a little bit more hesitant instead of just trying to knock his head off. And Robert Whitaker could be a problem, but we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting.
All right. I'm going to go in a sec, but I just want to say, Moss, when you talk about MMA Twitter, you sound a little jelly with certain people.
I'm jelly of MMA Twitter? Of who?
You do hate
McNally
it quite
and
a bit.
Booger Beard.
No, I hate MMA Twitter as a whole. I can't. That's why I put fuck MMA Twitter. I hate it as a whole. I think it's a cesspool of nerds. I'm just gonna put it out there. Have you ever seen a cool person on MMA Twitter? Like a normal-looking human being. They're all like slothy and fucking nerdy.
Half don't even have it.
They look like they should be playing Dungeons and Dragons with each other. Let's be honest. And then the other ones have fucking avatars of like fighters, but they don't have pictures of themselves because they probably look like a fucking gremlin. So I mean, I got to be honest with you. I think MMA Twitter is a cesspool of fucking ass.
Well, it's kind of MMA in general.
Yeah.
Fans.
Yeah, maybe. But here's the thing. Would you rather be successful on Twitter or YouTube? Like, I would take the YouTube approach. I think it's more glamorous, Jesse.
You make money off of it.
Yeah, I'm a
Twitter.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I'm sure guys, they probably get some sort of success on Twitter, but I just can't buy into that. I want to have people on Twitter so I can fucking make fun of MMA Twitter. That's about it.
All right. When Merab versus Marlon Morales has been signed.
Yeah, I did see that. That's actually a fire fight. Big step up for Merab.
Right.
So get ready for another strong 5 or 3 rounds. Is that a main event?
I don't think it's main event. I'm not sure. They haven't said.
Yeah, no matter how many rounds it is, get ready for the distance. Merab, the king of the decisions.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thank you, Drunk. That's Drunk Savage. I like Merab, though. We got to interview him on Instagram. And I got to be honest, I'm very transparent. I do not like MMA Twitter. The only reason why we use Twitter, Instagram, actually, I like Instagram. I don't mind Instagram. But Twitter is just like, it's a weird bunch on there. And the reason why we use it is just to promote this show, throw a couple of thoughts out there, and say, see you later. I could give 2 fucks about Twitter. What do you think about Twitter?
I like it. I go on it often.
You're never on it.
I just scroll. I don't post.
Yeah.
I posted today, but I don't really post. I just scroll.
If you need news, that's probably the best way to use Twitter. That's why we collaborated all the stories on the MMA-Holes.com. We jammed them all together. Look at this. You go to the MMA news, and we save you the time of the cancerous Twitter. If you don't want to go on there and make an account, I mean, if you do, follow the MMA Holes, but if you don't, it's fine. Just go to the MMA-Holes.com. We got all these stories for you, like that. And here's the Mirai story, by the way. Boom, it's right here. Marlon Moraes, Merab Dvalishvili. So that's cool. What UFC 266? So it's not going to be a. All right, so that'll be a 3-round fight. Who's on UFC 266? Let's see who's on that card. UFC 266. I don't even know. We'll get back to the calls in a second. Oh, it's Blachowicz versus Teixeira. Okay, so you got Andrade versus Cavillo. That's an interesting fight, too. Turner versus Medic, and you have Merab now on this one. All right, cool. Good stuff.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You got what I meant, JBM, but Yam also right, it makes no sense, must be my inferior DNA. How are we correct, Kevin? Thank God no one even knew about the dumb TikTok YouTube fights. I would got the toaster out and ran a bath Oda Alcina Brooker KFC.
Yeah, that wasn't on my radar.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I don't think it's sexual assault, but it definitely makes him a homo.
Okay. Talking about Israel Adesanya. So it's not assault, he's just gay.
Listen, I think people are just looking for things to get upset at Izzy
There's nothing
about.
wrong with being gay.
No, I'm
nothing wrong with
saying
it.
the whole grab and everything. I think, listen, if your favorite fighter did it, you wouldn't give two fucks. But because Izzy did it, let's all go into an uproar about it and act like a bunch of Karens.
Sheesh. If you were fighting someone, would you like them to squeeze your ass?
I wouldn't mind it.
You enjoy it, right? If you were
What are
fighting
you gonna
Shevchenko, and she squeezed your ass.
Squeeze my ass.
Hello, Ann. How are you tonight?
Hello, Chris. Hello, Jesse.
What's up, Ann?
I am good. I'm wonderful, wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I saw you met Paul Craig. How was that?
That was awesome. He's so nice.
Yeah, he looks nice. Now, his arms were up in the air. Did you smell any armpit odor or no?
Nah, it's pretty hairy, though.
Where was this picture taken?
Well, can't you tell? It was like right there. I'm in the audience.
I mean, yeah. I mean, where? So you had cage side seats?
Well, I'm at the sports bar.
Yeah, I was looking at the jersey over there. I was like, oh, look at that. So Ann's rocking the MMA-Holes gear. Look at that, Jess.
Yeah, you looking good, Ann.
Looking sexy in the Holes gear. Love it, Ann. Love it. Thank you for
Yeah, I can't
representing.
wait to get the other hat.
Hell yeah. Nice. The knitter. All right, Ann. So what's going on?
Hey, those are some good fights. I had fun, man. It was fun being at the casino and everybody exploding for excitement from Moreno, and yeah, it was great. I love it.
So the people are
Everybody
hyped
gets
up,
so
huh?
loud.
What do you think about Diaz in that final round? Were they getting their hope up?
Yeah, I mean, everybody was going nuts. I mean, everybody's like, come on. It's like you guys said. It's like I was like, I put Edwards win, but my heart was with Nate. I was like, what are you doing? You go after him. It's like, you had him. I'm like, finish him. Finish him. It's like, nope. I'm going to give him the finger.
Yeah, I'd rather give him the finger than get the win.
Yeah, and then he got cut open. That scar tissue, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, that was inevitable. By the elbows by Edwards. And Edwards had a good fight for the most part. Wasn't surprised by him dominating, but he looked like he was a little off when Nate was doing the crazy turns and spins and walking around the cage and stuff. It looked like Edwards was a little confused by that. So that tactic did something, not much, but I guess it threw Edwards off a little.
Yeah, then he probably kind of figured out and didn't let it fall for that. It was kind of like, yeah, I think he was too at first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face it, Nate's different. He's fun. He's great to watch. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
I love him.
Yeah. And what else about that card did you enjoy?
Izzy. I just loved him dominating. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, Vettori had nothing.
Although a lot of them at the casino didn't want Izzy by the reaction.
Really?
I was like, yeah, I started coughing my lungs with decision time. Yeah.
Wow, they wanted the Paisan. They saw a Mexico get it done. They wanted Italy to get it done next, and unfortunately that wasn't the case.
Yeah, Izzy with his antics, like that could be why people might be turned off by that.
Yeah.
I go, did he just do what I think he did? It looked like to me, I'm like, did he stick his thing on his butt?
You know what's weird? Like, I'm just thinking about this now. Like, I went on this whole thing on Izzy's a good guy, and I still do believe Izzy's a good guy. But he's confusing because he's against bullying, right? He's against bullying and this and that. But you can make, like, you could look at that fight and say Izzy was bullying Vettori. Like, realistically, not only was he beating him up bad, but he was grabbing his ass, and then he was flopping around, making fun of him and shit like that. Like, it was a weird way to act. So maybe that's why. Maybe people are just fed up with the antics. No matter how nice of a guy he is, he's still squeezing guys' asses. He's humping guys. He's flopping around. I think it's funny, but
it's just his personality. It's just the way he is. People are gonna like him or not like him. I like him. I've always liked him, so I think it was funny, and it's just part of, his personality.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's an eccentric that likes to touch guys.
Yeah, I mean, guys are all this sport anyway, touching each other all over the place anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, but maybe the grab was a little too much. That was yeah.
All right. Anything else on that card in UFC 263?
I didn't want. Yeah, Murphy won. I didn't want her to win. I didn't think she won, but hey, I thought Collifield won. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I seen on the old cesspool Twitter. I did notice that a lot of people thought Joanne won. I thought it was a close fight, but yeah, you look at the stats. When it comes to the striking, in every aspect, it looked like Calderwood got it done. I thought it was very close, though, in real time. I'd have to watch it back, but I don't know if I want to put myself through that. So I'm just going to go with my initial hunch and say, hey, it could have went either way. Either way, I would have been fine with.
Not me.
No, huh? All right.
But I don't really like. I personally don't really like her that much. But hey,
yeah,
it's from the tough. When I watched it, I didn't like her.
Okay.
It's not like good. I just thought she won Calderwood, but hey, whatever. It's close, but come on. I thought her face was more messed up, and I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Anything else on that card?
And you said Twitter's like a cesspool for like MMA.
Yes.
Kind of is. It depends where you're at. I mostly stay in my chat rooms with cool people. That chat nothing but MMA that are really good and nice people. But yeah, it kind of gets bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing.
I still like Twitter.
If you surround yourself with the good, like we have good people in our community that are on Twitter, and I'm not lumping them into that. But there's some people on MMA Twitter that actually aren't that bad. There's a guy, I can't remember his name. This guy with the shark head. What the hell is that guy's name? Who's the guy with the shark head?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
He's one of the nicer guys on Twitter. I can't remember his name.
Shark head?
Yeah, he's got a shark head avatar. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's got a weird ass fucking picture. Like I feel I don't know. And then the people actually show their faces. Like, put the weird picture on. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't know. Anyway.
Put the weird pictures on there. I don't know.
Yeah, go back to the shark head.
I had a bad experience with that, so I don't do that anymore.
Everyone's so cranky over there, blocking each other, just like, I don't know, it's just like,
I know.
Everyone's angry. You notice like the nicest people in the world go to Twitter to be angry? Have you noticed that? Like, I've seen some of the...
I can't believe the stuff that people are saying on there about the fighters and stuff. I'm like, oh my God.
There have been some of the coolest people in our chat.
Anne is a super nice person, and she's huge on Twitter. But she's not. Yeah. She doesn't go over there to be grumpy.
No, I didn't say everybody.
Not all the time.
The nicest people.
Only if they say crap about Cowboy, then
No, I've said some of the nicest people in our community too. I've noticed it too. Where you look in the chat and you're like, these people are complete sweethearts, and then they'll tell an Aljo to go kill himself. Like, I'll see him on Twitter. Go fucking stab yourself in the face. Go fucking light yourself on fire. I'm like, wow, my God, Twitter just makes everyone so mad. I guess because it's like instant. It's an instant connection to that athlete. Like there's no other place where you can legit like have like an instant connection to somebody and piss someone off. I guess that's why people are so angry on Twitter and they take advantage of that instant access. I don't know.
I think so. I think Twitter is probably one of the it's on a lot of people in MMA are on Twitter. It's just mostly that's what I see. That's what there is. That's why. And the fans, like you said on there, man, just sometimes they get really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I get upset too, like I said, Murphy, but I'm not going to go on there and say, go kill yourself and this and that. It's like, no.
Yeah, people so angry. The media's angry on there. I see media members throwing fucking the UFC under the bus, and meanwhile they cover the UFC. So it's just like, dude, like what the fuck?
My God.
Biting the hand that
I
feeds you.
don't mind I don't mind IG because I got mine. It's private because I had to make it private because, man, when I was on there, I just got all sorts of nothing but porno.
What?
Porn.
Yeah, that's the new thing on Twitter.
Women, men. I got tired of it. I'm like, nope, private.
All right. Well, Ann,
it sucked, yeah.
I tell you what, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Well, no, but I don't want to. I don't want to see those people and talk to them and let them know my personal life. I'm sorry.
I hear you. All right, Ann. Well, listen. Yeah, we got limited time over here. Any last words to the peeps?
Love you guys. Love the MMA-Holes. Take care. You guys are all wonderful, wonderful.
All right, Ann. Love you too. That's Ann H. calling in. She's wonderful. 516-522-0267. We got 10 minutes left in the show, but we'd like to squeeze as many calls as we can. So I'm going to try to get you in and out. And let's discuss UFC 263. A couple other things. Brad Riddle, someone in a chat said that Brad Riddle was like a baby Ryan Bader. I laughed very hard, that analogy.
Call from
Bobby.
All right, Bobby. How you doing?
I thought I was going to have to listen to the rest of the show talk about Twitter. Holy shit.
All right, Kevin. Here's your time to shine.
All right. Israel Adesanya, the biggest hype job in sports history. Let me tell you why. You see who's been beating blown-up welterweights? Robert Whittaker is getting knocked out by Stephen Thompson. He's getting destroyed by Court McGee. He moves up to middleweight, and he cleans out the division and destroys everybody. That's because middleweight is trash. It's a trash division. Who else moved up to middleweight? Kelvin Gastelum. He's another guy. He couldn't do nothing at welterweight. He moved up to middleweight, and he's fighting for the title. It's just a trash division. Whittaker, look at, he's beating these old men. Joe Romero, not even in the UFC anymore. Anderson Silva, not even in the UFC anymore. It's just, he's one of the biggest hype jobs in the sport. No doubt about it. So overrated. And this idea that he went there and dominated, or like after that performance, he proved himself. I don't think anybody can hate on Israel Adesanya. That's why he was trash. He was backing up the entire time. He sticks his ass against the cage to avoid being taken down. He was getting beat in the boxing realm. When I talk about pure hands, pure boxing, Marvin was the better boxer. He wanted via leg kick. He leg kicked his way to a decision backing up. In all of his fights, if the guy isn't coming forward and pushing the pace, then it's just him sitting on the outside leg kicking people. This dude is so overrated in a garbage division. Middleweight, the worst division in the sport next to flyweight. You saw what happened when he fought a decent fighter, a good fighter, Jan Blachowicz, 40 years old, who's actually technical. He destroyed him. He completely outclassed him, beat him in the striking, outboxed him, and he took him down and controlled him. I mean, you look at another guy he beat, Paulo Costa. That dude was getting beat up in the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. He didn't even win the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. He comes into the UFC, he beats a washed-up Johnny Hendricks and Uriah Hall. And people are gassing him up like he's this beastly contender. The dude's unproven. He's trash. He's a big meathead, dumbass. Marvin Vettori, he's another one, overrated fighter, who went to a draw with Amari Akhmedov. It's just
Okay, so you're saying you're a big Izzy fan. Is that what you're saying?
You know it. Israel Adesanya, dude. This is completely trash. He's not trash, but he's severely overrated.
Okay.
And he's ruling over a very garbage division.
Well,
you know what I want to talk about?
You know, it's funny. Looking at the division, I love to argue with you about things, but you're not completely wrong. Is it the best division right now? No. But you could also make the argument that maybe Israel is just so much better than everyone there, and these are the top guys that the UFC has. You just got to deal with that. Is it the best guys ever in middleweight? Maybe not. Maybe not. But even though that's the case, he's still taking these guys out and beating them. And as long as he keeps winning, he's going to keep on getting the respect he deserves. When would he earn your respect? How can he?
I want to see him beat a credible opponent, a really good, high-level opponent. You look at Kamaru Usman. You know when I respected Usman is when he beat Colby Covington. When he fought someone his equal, and he went out there, dug deep, and won the fight.
Mm.
Adesanya, he's not facing anyone to that level of competition. I mean, he's always way bigger than these guys. Height and reach advantage. These blown up welterweights moving up to middleweight like Robert Whittaker. He's just, there's no one really at middleweight to challenge him because it's a trash division. And Marvin Vettori actually didn't do bad. He put up a decent fight. He was coming forward. He was the aggressor. He took Adesanya down. He's the only one who came close to finish the fight.
Yeah.
He took him down, had a rear naked choke. Besides that, it was just Adesanya leg kicking from the outside. So,
okay. All right. Well, we got that point out. Go
Paul
ahead.
Craig. Paul Craig was the story of the night in my book because that fight had the most bad blood. They were talking back and forth. It got real ugly. And the way he destroyed that dude, Jamahal Hill from Chicago, what'd he say? Oh, I'm going to knock this dude out, and then I'm going to knock out Yuri Prokoshka.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was talking so much shit.
Okay.
And he got humbled. He got humbled bad.
Anything else?
The way he did it. No, I got lots more.
Yeah.
It's in regards to the referee. That's on the fighter to tap out. People are trying to blame the referee, take away from Paul Craig's performance. You got to tap out. That's your responsibility, not to be a dumbass and keep fighting when you know your arm's going to get broke.
Mm-hmm.
You dumbass idiot. Tap out.
So you're blaming
Anything
him.
else?
You're not blaming the ref. You're blaming Hill.
Yeah, Hill should have tapped out.
But wouldn't you agree, though, that if someone is hurt that bad, they may not be thinking completely rational? They just want to be tough and in the fight, but at the same time, their head is like, holy shit, my arm is just flopping all over the place. It's the ref's job to protect the fighter, no?
It is the ref's job to protect the fighter, but in a situation like that, sometimes it's hard to tell if someone's arm's broken because
I mean,
right off the bat,
that situation,
it's,
it's pretty obvious.
It's hanging, but it's not like it's just hard to tell in the heat of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you see guys all the time in that position where it looks like they're going to tap and they escape, they get out of it. You got to let the fighters continue because we've seen time and time again the fighters being able to continue escape the position, slip out their arm. I just think that's on the fighters. If you know your arm's going to break, tap out.
Okay.
If not, you're going to tap or snap, go to sleep.
Yes.
Or crap your pants. That's what happened. He crapped his pants.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
Okay. 516-522-0267. What a take. Thinks Izzy's a scrub in a scrub division. Blames Hill instead of the ref. The division of middleweight is a little sus, though. Not the best. He's not completely wrong with that when you look through it. If Robert Whittaker can't get the job done, and he already lost to Adesanya, but if he can't, there is legit. Darren's not beating him. Jack Hermansson's not beating him. Derek Brunson already got smashed by him. Jared Cannonier's not beating him. Vettori, we know, is not beating him. Paulo Costa got destroyed by him. I mean, we're moving down to the Shabazians. Gaslam, do you want to see that rematch? He's the only guy that really brought it to him. Uriah Hall is someone you can throw out there because, hey, they're going to stand and bang. It's an interesting fight. I got to say, Uriah Hall, I know probably would lose, but I kind of, out of all these guys here, I do want to see the Whittaker rematch, but Hall is someone that interests me with his striking style. It's actually fascinating to me. But, I mean, come on. It really isn't the best division. So Kevin's not 100% wrong on that, at least. I mean, I don't know. All right, 516-522-0267. We only have 2 minutes left of show. I mean, my goodness. This went way too fast. So if you didn't get your comments in the live chat or on the phone lines, make sure you hit us up on the comment section when this thing is down below processed. Thank you guys for joining us as we're awaiting another phone call at 516-522-0267. Thanks to the 48K that hit us up and became part of the Holes.
Call from.
Oh!
To accept.
Okay, you sound like Mr. Bill. Who is this?
This would be Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Sober Carl.
Oh, Lone Wolf. How you doing?
What's
Oh,
up,
you
Moss?
were you howling?
Been a while.
Is that what you were doing?
What? What's that?
Was that a howl?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
I howl at the moon and the stars all night long.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's cool. I got through. There's Jess. Hey Jess, how are you? Nelly, how you guys doing?
We're doing wonderful.
Wonderful. Right on. Well, I had to totally agree with Drunk. He nailed it right on the head. Pretty much everything he said, I agree with him. It was a shit show for fucking Nate Diaz, dude. I mean, he could have made fucking history. Fight of the fucking year, comeback of the year, everything, you know, like, oh, man, it was hard to watch him just flipping him off when he had Leon rocked, but that's what Nate does.
Yeah, that's the Diaz. That's the Nate. He's just too cool to win.
Exactly, right? I guess so. Maybe he'll make more money not winning than he would have won. Who knows? I don't think he wanted any Usman, but I don't know. I was pretty upset about that.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, it was a good card. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Not bad, right? It wasn't the best card ever, but at the same time,
no,
I had a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
First
Anything else?
ever Mexican champion.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, Brandon Moreno getting it done. Were you pumped up about that?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, he's way of a nice guy, but Moreno, yeah. I was watching his training footage. He had like a 6-month training camp leading up to his fight, and I was watching the pre-fight. Where they fucking talking back and forth, and Figueiredo, he didn't. I mean, he pushed him when they. But other than that, he didn't have much to say. He didn't look very confident, and just I had a pretty good feeling Moreno was going to pull that one off.
Mhm.
And he did. So fucking good for him.
Nice. Yeah, it was a nice win for Moreno, and yeah, a lot of people. When we put the poll up, I was surprised. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, I have my theories. We could run it back to the beginning of the show where I discussed it, but I do have my theories on how I always like to look at if a fighter wins or loses, why. You know, like the champion. Why would the champion lose in this situation? I feel it's more than just the matchup, and some of these fighters are becoming so good at playing with the fans, playing with emotions, and Moreno being such a sweetheart of a guy, he really didn't have to do much before the fight. By the time he got in there, he had that fight won and then gets the finish on Figueiredo. I mean, beautiful job.
Yeah, he said he felt like the fight was already won after he pushed him.
Yeah.
He
like that.
Felt like he just had that confidence, and yeah, you can feel it on another guy. You can feel his energy when fucking staring him around the eyes, and he didn't take off his sunglasses. He just, I don't know. A lot of fighters don't, but
he's one of these guys. In Mexico, they should make a movie about him, man. They really should.
Yeah,
a guy
for
that gets
real.
cut from the UFC.
Yeah, no one should mess with this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid, and he's, I don't know how old. He's pretty young, right?
Yeah, Moreno is only 27 years old. He was in The Ultimate Fighter really young. And yeah, and he had a lot of promise in The Ultimate Fighter. He actually looked like he was pretty good, and didn't do much. What is it? 2 fights in the UFC, and what are you 0 for 2 or some shit? And then that's when they cut him.
But he's still at 18-5. I mean,
yeah, they didn't really give him much of a chance.
Oh what do you think about him and Triple C going at it? Or what do you think about him and Triple C actually? Like,
I saw that.
Gonna want.
Yeah, I did see him square up in the hallway. You know, they were giving Triple C was giving him some respect. You know, the whole Mexican heritage thing and everything.
It took a while. It took a little while. He was standing in kind of. He's pushing out his chest. You know. But
yeah.
I guess they were trained together a while ago and stuff. But he didn't look that thrilled. Like he knew his limelight was kind of taken. And I don't know. Triple C. I don't know.
That's right.
That's
right.
He isn't champ no more. He's fucking retired. So this kid's he's the real deal, and he's gonna go fucking places. So
that's right. You sound like he reminds me of what's that guy, that comedian, Chris D'Elia, a little bit. I don't know why. The way you deliver your voice. I don't know. It's I has some sort of. I'm seeing Crystalia or something like that. I don't know.
I'm not even sure who that is.
Yeah,
I'll have to look him up for sure.
He's actually he got into a little hot water. He's not really that funny, to be honest. But his voice, the way he delivers his, he was one of Rogan's friends, and I don't know. He got was it a sex scandal or some shit? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. That's just me thinking.
All right, cool. Well, anyways, good talk to you guys.
Yes. Okay, good talking to you.
How's Ellie?
She's great. She woke up periodically to eat, and then she went right back to sleep. So she's good.
Yeah, we got
nice.
She's being good
How's
tonight.
your guys' sleep going?
You know what? Fantastic.
right.
Jesse's never slept better.
All right. Well, later, guys.
All right, Carl.
Peace out.
That's sober Carl. All right, thank you, guys and gals. If you didn't get on the calls, I apologize. Only 40 minutes, but it went super quick. We'll extend it to the memes on the MMAHoles.com. Sonosi is always nice enough to drop a little meme thread over there. So let's go check out Sonosi's meme thread and see what we got over here. We'll have some laughs, and then we'll wind this thing down. Make sure you hit the like button right now. Hit the like button. Let's try to get this puppy to 200 likes on a Monday night. 200 people hanging. Thank you. Let's see what we got here as we're going to go to our message board. It's the MMAHoles.com, and he goes in the chat and howls.
Wonderful.
That's nice. That is nice. Okay, UFC 263 memes. Let's see what we got here. We got 24 replies on this thing. All right, Jess, you ready for the segment that everyone loves here on the MMA Holes? One everyone waits for, a segment that people love across the world on the MMAHoles.com. Here we go, Jesse. Oh, yes. We're going to bring you over to the MMAHoles.com message board, UFC 263 memes. We're going to dazzle you with memes from all over the interwebs.
Wonderful.
Okay, what's the first meme we got here, Jess?
Let's get them started early, says Sonosi. Damian Maya, Bilal Muhammad is a leaking water tank. Single leg is the duct tape.
Ah, I see what he did there, Jess. See what he did.
Wonderful.
Diaz fans, after Nate landed a big punch.
Okay, so there's a little bit more here. Okay, so what we got? The first picture, they're putting the medal on. He's biting the medal. He's making out with the girl that put the medal on him, and he's squeezing the ass a la Israel Adesanya. He's flipping everyone off. He's throwing the bottle around, and then boom, he's in third place.
That's actually pretty funny.
Colby, Leon, Nate. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, finish the fight or point and laugh.
And there he is.
You got to scroll to see what.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't all fit on the screen, unfortunately. Hold on, I could do this. There we go. Okay.
Nate Diaz winning 1 minute of the fight. Leon Edwards winning the other 24 minutes.
You like that one, Jesse?
Yeah, this one's pretty funny. I like it. I like it a lot.
Wonderful.
Okay, all right. Let's see what else we got over here.
You lost the first round. Yup. And you lost the second round. Yup. Also the third and fourth round. That makes no sense to me. So you lost the fight. I won the fight.
What? That was too long. Too long of a meme. Stop. Oh, here we go.
5 minutes into Netflix and chill.
5 minutes into Netflix and chill, and there's Izzy grabbing the ass. Looks like he does have a finger in that ass. What's up with the Venom logos? Like going in his asshole over there. That's okay, whatever.
Wonderful.
Nate Diaz in the last minute of his fight with Leon Edwards. Casuals in the last minute of Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards. Gamblers who bet on Diaz in the last minute of Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards.
Now, this one made me giggle. Do you ever see the movie Falling Down?
No.
The guy on the bottom, it's a movie about him just slowly losing his shit and going fucking apeshit crazy over here. So I could totally see gamblers.
What is it called?
It's called Falling Down.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think this is from
it a good
Falling
movie?
Down. Oh, yeah. It's an old one, but
You want to watch it tonight?
Yeah, Michael Douglas.
Falling Down.
Going postal. Yeah, it's fucking the
Let's
dude.
watch it tonight.
Everything is going wrong, and he's just slowly losing his mind, and then he starts doing shit that I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Falling Down was so
Everyone
underrated.
says it's a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good one, right? Does it still hold up? I haven't watched it in years.
Everyone seems to like it in the chat. I'll watch it.
You want my suitcase? Yeah, that's from the movie.
No, don't spoil it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't ruin anything. All right, here we go. All right, so that seems like that meme was a hit. All right, here we go. Now this one had me dying. I was literally.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay. So
Benavida is getting choked out by Figueiredo.
Yeah.
And then she's smiling when Brandon Moreno does the same exact choke on Figueiredo.
Oh, it's so great.
That's bad.
Okay, here's Israel Adesanya in a giant. I don't know, is that a balloon or a boobie? I don't know.
It looks like a balloon that looks like a boob.
Yes, nice. Balloon boobie.
Wonderful.
Okay, this is a little small guy over here.
Can't believe we watched Vettori finish Adesanya in the 5th.
Okay, so now you got to really get up in on this bitch, because that's when Adesanya was pretending to be finished and hurt and this and that. And look at the ref. Is that Goddard, right? That was Goddard scratching his head. Like, what is he doing?
Oh.
So it looks like you look at this picture, like, wow, but Vettori just finished Izzy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
got your hat.
Yeah, I didn't catch that at first.
What the hell? I was just gonna hit the soundboard, An alert popped up, and anyway. Oh, there they are. They're laughing.
Wonderful.
Okay, what else we got over here? Here's another one here.
Come over. Joe isn't home. And it's a picture of Megan O'Leary.
Megan O'Leary sliding into the DMs. I laughed pretty fucking hard at this.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. It's fucking funny. It's funny. I don't
Poor
care.
Megan O'Leary. She had nothing to do with this.
I mean, even if I was Megan O'Leary, I would lean over to Joe and be like, Joe, this is actually pretty fucking funny. You know, it's not like she would do this, right? Or would she? I don't know. All right, here's Israel. Oh boy.
I'm
What's wrong?
breastfeeding a baby Marvin Vettori.
There you go. Look at Marvin's face. Give me that milk. Give me the milk.
Wonderful.
Okay. Oh, the internet always wins.
Her. I bet he's thinking of another girl. Me. If Nate would have just went in for the kill.
Right? That's what all guys think, Jess, you know?
While you're lying in bed, that's what you're thinking?
The woman always looks over. It's like, what is he thinking? Oh, my God, what's on his mind? Blah, blah, blah. And all he wants to know is, what would have happened if Nate went for the kill?
Wonderful.
Me trying to sleep in after staying up to watch fights. My toddler.
Now, since we're parents, we can get a kick out of this fucking
Well,
thing.
she's not a toddler yet, but I can relate with her as an infant, for sure.
Even not being a toddler, we can relate to this shit.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, that's dad jokes. Okay.
Wonderful.
Got another one here?
I rocked Leon in the 5th, and you went for the finish, right? Straight face Diaz. And you went for the finish, right?
Now, those always get me because they're not funny, but it's just like someone actually took time out of the day to put that together. So that's amazing. I love that. Okay, let's see what else we have here.
Jamahal Hill. Wait, you're supposed to tap.
Yeah, that's for
this
Kevin.
one's funny.
That's for Kevin. That one's for Kevin, baby.
That one's good.
Wonderful.
All righty, here are the memes on the MMA-Holes.com. After every big event, I don't think this is quite a meme. I don't know.
Look at O'Malley in the background.
Okay, that's not a meme, but I guess it could be a meme. That actually, someone's got to put some sort of text under that. If someone could go in there and edit it, there's got to be. What kind of caption would you give this?
Oh man.
When you're
what?
I don't know. Give me something. Like when you're something is something, right? You look at this picture and help us out in the chat. How would you caption this?
Oh boy, I don't know. My brain is not processing this.
Yeah, let's see. All right, this is Henry Cejudo, and
something about getting your shit pushed.
Let's see if the cat has anything. The chat has anything. Or the cat.
Constipation isn't a crime.
What do we got, chat?
You should tap before you flap.
Wonderful.
See if we got anything. Chubbs?
Down night for Kevin the Contrarian. I want my $5 back for this call.
Thank you, Chubbs. Appreciate that donation. I just saw it was in the queue. I apologize, but still works. All right. Any good captions there? Did you find anything?
When your farts smell like gold medals.
Okay.
When your non spies on you. When you're trying to look tough, but your Aunt Judy photo bombs you.
There you go. There you go. Beautiful.
Aunt Judy.
See?
He does look like an
there
Aunt
you go.
Judy.
Drunk gets it. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah, he does look like an Aunt Judy. That's actually a pretty good one. Yeah.
When B. Arthur photobombs you. How about that, Jesse?
Oh, God.
Yes, the Golden Girls, a Golden Girls reference over there. Yeah,
That was
why?
a good one.
What is up with Sean O'Malley? Why does he have a weird ass blonde perm? What's that about?
He always has hair like that.
Fucking dressing like B. Arthur and shit.
He looks like a serial killer.
Yeah. And when he goes into the barbershop,
Yeah, can you give me the B. Arthur?
with that fucking stupid voice that he has.
Yeah, hi. I'm a UFC fan. Can you give me the B. Arthur, please?
The weird whiny ass voice.
Yeah.
All right, here's a new Pog champ. It's Leon Edwards. Look at that, and he's
Wonderful.
I think it's the last one over here. It's
Materialize your dreams, kids.
Yes, right. And he's like
Is
a
UFC Lego belt.
Yes, he collects Legos, and there's a UFC belt. So there it is. Look at that. If
Oh, boy.
He believed it. He put the belt out there, and then look at that. Dreams really do come true. What's it called? Believe. No, what's it called? The oh fuck, what's that? Oh God.
What?
You know what I'm talking about. The that term. That saying.
Believe it and you will achieve it? Or
Yeah,
something
like that. But there's another version of it that's very popular. Help me out.
You bring about what you think about?
Oh God, no, it's not. No, it's not that. All right. Anyway, I can't remember. It's too late in the show for me to even process anything. But there's a Moreno with a Lego belt.
Wonderful.
Believe, achieve, succeed?
No, it's not believe. It has nothing to do with believe. It's just something that's law of attraction. Thank you, Cece.
Law of attraction.
See, now me and Cece on the same
you
page.
said believe. I was thinking of like believe quotes.
Yeah, it's like the law of attraction. Yes, that's exactly where I was going. Cece, me and Cece, we didn't get the fight thing together, but we linked up. This is what happens with me and Cece. We link up at the end of the show. We unite. We touch like E.T. and Elliot right at the very end of the show. So thank you, Cece, for chiming in with that. I don't know how the hell you got that. It's like playing charades with someone that's just intertwined with you, you know?
I would have never gotten that, so.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for the 155 with the likes. Thank you to the new subscribers that came in. All the fucking donos, our freaking sponsors. The whole deal will be back on Wednesday night, right?
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Headrush, Ballsy, and MysticRootsCBD.com. Promo code MMA-Holes for all three for all of your favorite discounts on all of your favorite products. I feel like Ellie right now. Thank you so much to Lux Bidet. Link in the description below. 10% off applied at checkout, as well as ESPN Plus for all of your UFC pay-per-views, UFC fight nights, and your favorite live sports. We will be live again Wednesday night for TGIW at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there. And that's pretty much it. Don't be an a-hole, guys. Be an MMA hole.
Alright, so we just landed. There was an amber alert while we were landing. Everyone's phones was making alarm sounds and the plane was moving sus. So everyone freaked out. Not going to lie,